And we're here, baby.
Good? What's good?
Beautiful. Beautiful. Hey, good. Happy to be back.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
You gotta be.
guys, my mental health was raked through the fucking mud
Oh.
last week.
Oh, no.
But look at us. We're here now.
Oh, no.
We're ready to go. See here. Just want to make a quick peek. Okay, so that's good. We're good. Justin Fields got the ball, and looks like I got a little reverb. There we go. Justin Fields starting off the game here for the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Chicago Bears. Hoping to see some good things out of Justin Fields. I know we made some predictions this offseason, Nick.
We did.
You and I.
We were on it with him this offseason at least.
We were pretty. I mean, we think he's going to be a guy, but it's just a matter of time, I guess. But David Montgomery back this game. You know, that's something that Bears fans got to be excited about. He's been pretty dominant when he has been healthy and in those football games. But Nick, I think everyone realizes, because we're unapologetically Packers fans, that we're riding with the Steelers this game.
100%. I mean, if you guys see the bets right here, it's pretty obvious. That one over on the side there, I don't know, you got some shadows coming off the lake or something. That's a Najee Harris 2 TDs, if you're looking at that on the right of your screen. Yeah. We feel very confident that the Bears' run defense is going to look the way it's looked all year, which is goddamn awful. So, it's kind of what it is,
I mean, what are you going to do? What are you going to do?
That is the truth. It is the truth. All right, let me see here. I just want to make sure. Yeah, I think we're starting to get that signal's coming in a little better here now, Scott. So I think the people at home are probably might be a little choppy, but that should sort itself out here in a second, guys, if you're watching at home.
It seemed a lot of people were worried for us, but you know how we do. We rally.
It's all it's about, right? It's all it's about.
Rally.
All right, sweet. So, yeah, man, this is going to be a good one.
3rd and 5. Ooh. Hey, you got to get to the sticks there.
You got
Allen Robinson. We almost put him in our parlay.
We almost did. I mean, he's a good one. I mean, oh, yeah. That's a little bit of, there we go. Let's make sure we don't get pulled off.
Oh, the reverb there.
Make sure we don't get pulled off YouTube for that audio. All right, Scott, let's see. Where are you at? We could probably just get synced up right here.
Yeah, for sure. I'm in a punt right now.
Oh, cool. Okay, I'm about to watch that 3rd down, which is obviously not going to go well. Being as they punted, Allen Robinson, you're right, doesn't get to the sticks.
All right, let me get to. There we go.
All right, so I am
13:07.
Right.
So when you get there, let me know.
I will for sure. Yeah, it's going to be a weird one, man. I think because, you got to think about it with the Steelers and the Bears. I think it's kind of interesting because, these are 2 historic franchises that are in weird times in their, in their football history right now. Definitely feels transitionary, if that's the right word for it, at this point in time. Sorry, you said 13-0. I'm over here just all over. All right, I'm going to... Okay. Oh, wait, they just stopped it at 13:02. And now they're showing big bet.
Okay, so I'm a couple seconds behind. No big deal there.
We'll get squared away here.
You know what? And I thought as soon as you started talking...
He's going to forget.
I'm like, this guy.
He's going to forget.
This guy right here.
You knew.
The disrespect that he's throwing in my face right now by...
You knew.
No, but you were on a rip.
I was.
I should have just. My intuition should have led me.
Here, what I'll do is he's gonna snap it and the clock will run. I'm gonna pause it right at 13 exactly, and then I'll tell you, because it's 13:02. He'll snap it and then I'll pause it, and that'll get us right at 13 minutes.
Yeah.
So hold on, let me pause it. All right, so I paused it exactly at 13. Let me know when you get there.
Go.
Boom. All right, completion. Oh, never mind. Nope, blood flag. All right. We're back.
I like that laugh.
Welcome to it. That's a hearty laugh right there, man. That's a hearty laugh. I feel like that's my heartiest laugh.
Hardy, hard, hard.
That's what. Dude, this is great, man. We back in action here. Um, yeah, man. I feel like you and I were just talking about it before we came on here, but I think we know more about the Chicago Bears than most NFL fans in existence, to be honest. Just comes with the territory. You know, Packers fans from Chicago, especially if you like football, you are going to see a lot of the Bears over the years. It's just really a fact. Here we go. Roethlisberger is going to go. Hand off there. And the Bears' run defense gets to stop there. Now, the question is will they be able to keep that up all game? Because this year they have been awful against the run. And I think with Najee Harris back there, primetime game, he's a rookie. These are the type of games where you can make a statement. We've been saying it all year. And this very well could be that type of game for him. For old Najee Harris.
You need it. 2 touchdowns for
the Naj.
The Naj.
Old Najee.
And also, we gotta mix in that parlay a little bit.
Yeah, it's I mean, if he's gonna have a good game though, the way I see it is like the Bears are awful against the run this year. And like I said, man, primetime at home, you're against a bad run defense. I think there's no reason to think he can't break one off early. That was kind of my thought with the 2 TDs. Like, he could maybe break a long one off early, get one on the board, and then it's just really pile it on from there. But we'll see. Big Ben's back there. I don't know how much you trust Big Ben's arm nowadays. I do not trust it much. But he throws that one deep, and as I say it, he goes
Chase
deep to
Claypool, baby. I need him to. I'm not going to lie. Major fantasy implications in this football game. I need a good old Chase Claypool to go for about a 45 bomb just to defeat one of my best friends in fantasy football. And you know what? And if I come back and I beat him, I'm talking so much shit. 1, because the Bears are going to lose if he scores 45 points tonight. And 2, I won my fantasy football match. And that's like way better than last week in dealing with the Aaron Rodgers drama.
It was a tough one. Yesterday was a tough one too. But you know how I know that the Bears fans are not super confident in their team? I didn't hear a lot of shit talk from them yesterday. In fairness, even like on Twitter, out in the internet, nothing. I think they kind of know. And I did see a stat that said I think statistically Fields has already had 3 games this year worse than Jordan Love did yesterday. Actually, statistically. So
yeah, I mean they're young guys. Like it's not, and it's like the games they had weren't.
No, and what you do like is the 2 of these guys that could be a great matchup for 20 years. I mean that would be awesome. So
for sure,
you and I have said like the NFL is better when the Bears are good. You and I have been saying it.
But can the Bears
giving them a first down right there? Might answer that question.
Not great.
I'm trying to see if this dropped frames rate is definitely coming down. I would like to see it get a little bit lower though than it is right now, but it is.
Also, guys, feel free to as they say, hop in the comments.
Get in the chat.
On YouTube, Facebook.
Let's go.
We're here. Yeah, we want.
There we go. Touchdown.
Guys, okay.
Touchdown right there. That's what I'm talking about. Najee Harris. Boom.
That's one.
Freaking one. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Dude. Got one right there. That's one. Look. I'm pretty sure you could live bet the 2 CD. Well, it wouldn't be 2 TDs now, but you could if you want to join us. If you want to join us, you can go ahead and smack another Najee Harris TD on there. I think it's coming. That's great, man. Najee Harris 2 TDs. I think that was playing a plus 340 on one of those betting sites. Obviously, don't want to give away the name, if they're not paying the bills over here. But one of the betting sites had that at plus 340. So. And hey, with that being said, if you run a betting site and you're seeing this right now, like, come on, let's go. What are we doing?
You're like, hey, look at these
What
two.
are we
Look at
doing?
these two energetic guys out here doing their thing to the Bears Steelers. You know, even though they're Packers fans, those guys are
Damn
dedicated,
straight. Damn
motivated,
straight, buddy.
caffeinated.
Oh, look out. You never know. Well, you never know with old Scott.
Whoa. Now that was
that
a you joke, bro. Yeah, that one was
See,
on you. That was you,
see,
bro.
I got.
See, I was the I'm the caffeinated
See, I said
one.
when
I'm
you know
caffeinated.
when I said you never know, I almost had this flash, you know, of hey man, look, if I want to run for office someday or something like that, you know, you don't want that clip out there.
That's an uphill battle.
You know, if you got the clip out there, you know, of yourself saying, you never know. But
yeah, if I run for office one day, I mean, I gotta do the Drake or Eminem kind of like philosophy. You know, I gotta come at myself so hard, release all my photos that are out there, me camping outside of taco restaurants, late night on, you know, Black Friday, which people think I was like drunk or something. Yeah,
it's Black Friday. He's got to get to shopping in a few hours. Let him take a nap.
Yeah, so like I had to get the tacos first before we did the shopping because like come on, 25 cents a taco. That's the best Black Friday deal I've seen since 2003.
Yeah, exactly. This is.
But we might have.
It's commercial, you know. This is what we got to do. We fill the airwaves, you know, with just our musings, so to speak. But I will say on the topic of masturbation, Ben Roethlisberger this year. You have to wonder, is this his last year in the NFL? You know?
This last stroke, you know, as the clock ticks to midnight on his career. I don't know.
See, I do think it's weird, right? Because, like, I don't know, man. Like, it's tough. Because at some point, what do you do? Eventually, a lot of these guys got to the point where I think they felt like this team, I need to leave at least this team. Maybe my career is not over, but I might be holding this team back. And I think with the Steelers, that's interesting because you have a lot of young talent right now. And if you could get the right guy in there, you know, I think that you always want to do that if you've got some young talent. Maybe he takes the Phillip Rivers route, right? Where he goes, oh, I want to keep playing, but you know, maybe it's time for me to step over here. Peyton Manning did this as well. The problem is, though, that's because the Colts had the number 1 pick, you know, and I think, you know, Phillip Rivers, I think that the Chargers had a chance to go get a guy like Justin Herbert, and I think he saw that, right? You do wonder if the Steelers, I mean, they're still a competitive team this year. You do kind of wonder why he would bail. You know, it doesn't look like they're going to have some high draft pick or anything like that, but.
For sure. And the thing, too, is like, with the Roethlisberger situation, is he, like, severely took a pay cut to be there, you know? So when you see stuff like that, it's like, that's a guy who, you know, he doesn't want to go play.
No, exactly.
He wants to give it another go this year. And
then he's, you know, and then we'll see, right? Like, it feels like with him a little bit, right? Like, let's see. Let's get through this year, and then we'll make a decision. But, yeah, I mean, and I get it. If you're not going to be able to move up and get anyone crazy in the draft, then why? You're not really holding the team back if you feel like you're still playing well. But, man, I like that Najee Harris touchdown right there, though.
It gets us going in the right direction early on. And I got to say, this week, I didn't put the parlay together.
It's true.
My man Nicholas did.
My first one.
On his shoulder. The weight of this week's parlay fall on his shoulders, and he went with a nice, modest 4-banger for us. You know, because he was like, you know what? We need to get on the board with this parlay, start making a name for ourselves, doing things that people are going to care about, keep them coming back to the stream, you know. Because obviously, I wasn't doing my job.
I don't know. I think that we were damn close last week, buddy. We were damn close.
Yeah, close. Only counts.
That's the truth, man. That is the truth.
either. With
You know, but I coach high school basketball. We had to say something to the kids like that today. You know, it's like you got 16 guys on the team. You know, you got 16 guys on the team, but sometimes with these drills, you know, it's like well, there's one winner. Second place is just the first loser. You know, different than number 16, really, to be honest with you. And so I get it. I get that. You know, Scott, I think.
Whoa. We're getting some chatter in the frickin' chatter box over here.
What's that?
And this guy says, wow, first parlay from Nick, and it's actually reasonable.
Oh, yeah. There we go. There we go.
Hey.
I like that.
Just so you know, parlays aren't meant to be reasonable, okay? They're supposed to be astronomical odds, played at low dollar amounts, but high upside, okay? Yeah, I'll throw $1 on any parlay. It could be fucking 35 legs. I don't give a shit. And that bad boy will hit one time over 100 years, you know?
That's true.
That's all that matters.
See,
that's all that.
I'm just thrilled about that Najee Harris TD for the Najee Harris 2 TD bet. Personally, that was the one of all of them where I was a little bit like, that to me that felt like the riskiest choice actually.
Yeah. And I will say this too. Nick actually had a 12-leg parlay, but he was just giving it to me a little late in the night, and I didn't have enough time to type out all 12 legs into my bookkeeping account that I use for our sports betting for the show here. Legal state, everything checks out. But hey, if you're one of those people that are looking for a new podcast, couple of guys, couple of bros who maybe talk about caffeination and some other stuff, you know, we're here for you. But yeah, we went a nice modest
four
leg
that's all it is. Hey, was that
and that is very.
By the way, who in the chat was that? Someone from that we know? Was that?
For sure. It's high
nice.
K bye.
Nice. Richard, because Richard
Smith or whatever
Richard
name was
Coxman,
last week,
and you know it. Oh yes, I thought that could have potentially been either him or Mr. K by
for sure.
Yeah, it is a reasonable. It's a reasonable parlay. I don't hate it. Oh
yeah, no, it is pretty.
Man, it's.
What do you got? Second and 7 here. 9:04, 22, 21 seconds on the game.
I got
play clock. Well, shift.
I got a shift. Wait, let me know when he snaps it. Good, perfect.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yep, boom. Flag on that play. Let's see. That's got to be.
Illegal motion, maybe,
or a hold.
Yeah.
Potentially a hold.
No, I don't think it was before the snap.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, right at
illegal motion, then right.
I will say I was talking to some Bears fans today. I did get one prediction from a Bears fan. I thought I would shout it out. I told him I would. But he thought the score of tonight's game, which is already wrong. I will say this. But he thought the Steelers were only going to score 3. And then he thought the Bears were going to score 1,100.
That was always...
Which you now realize I'm talking about maybe less than a 5-year-old.
A very small child. I mean,
he was young and his football knowledge was not good. But if he would have gave me a realistic score, I definitely would have hammered.
Yeah, man, that's 11. But at least he gave the Steelers 3. I'll tell you what, because if you're projecting 1,100 for one team, I like that he thought, you know what, but the Steelers will be able to move the ball at least enough to bang in 3.
But I think that was his dad getting in his head because his dad was, how about 3?
Oh, he wanted 1,100 to 0.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah, it did seem like that. It did seem like that. And you know what? It might be 1,100 to 0 the other way.
In fact, it might be. I mean, that last throw there, like down the sideline. I mean, cool that you're taking a shot, but that's nowhere near like anything that you really want. Oh my God.
Yeah. Nice one-handed grab there by D. Montcalm.
Montgomery's a good player, man. Like he at times he feels like all they have
Yeah, he's
offensively,
solid.
but and Allen Robinson is solid too. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know, man. I think that Chicago probably at this point got to move on from Nagy, um, and I think that's the only way that the fans are gonna feel like you have a fresh start, really. Um, and I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know where that guy even goes after this. I don't know who would hire him as a head coach. To be honest, it's been very underwhelming in his time with the Bears.
Yeah, and like most coaches that go in and out of Chicago, it does seem like they take a step back, go get a coordinator job somewhere or a year off or whatever, and then you know get back in the saddle maybe eventually. But yeah, it does not seem like he will probably getting a ton of head coaching opportunities. But who knows? Maybe the right players, that can effectively execute on the
Right.
system that he's calling. Maybe
Yeah. I
maybe they'll
mean,
do it.
he's such like he's just seen as such a bozo. I feel like by the fans, like that they're just like, oh man, like he just that's like the way I would describe. Like I feel like if Bears fans, if I was like, look, PG-13, PG rated bozo, they're going with for sure to describe that guy.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like they feel like he wasted some opportunities, but then again, the Mitch Trubisky era, you do kind of wonder too what that could have been. Though I wonder how that talk. I wonder if that talk has kind of calmed down now that Deshaun Watson's going through. Because for a long time, it was like you could have had Watson or Mahomes, and
Oh,
instead you went with Trubisky. But I
yeah,
do wonder
yeah,
if now they're kind of like,
yeah. Because now Mahomes ain't
kind
playing
of,
very well.
no, definitely not
Sean isn't playing
for
well,
sure.
and so and Mitch is on a different team. So I guess I mean, I think they've had to just all out completely stop because like you have your new
Right,
quarterback now, who's yeah, who does seem
right.
like he
Oh
could
yeah,
be a
no
guy,
doubt,
if
no doubt.
everything shakes out. But Johnny Kilgannon,
Uh,
he he's like this Bears team is garbage,
yeah,
terrible O line,
I don't
injuries and lack
disagree.
of depth,
I don't disagree.
obviously, weak wide receiver, bad drafting. I mean, you have Allen Robinson, he's solid, weak
Wow,
secondary. Expect a couple wide receivers drafted, missing that first round
I
pick
don't
pretty
know.
badly, especially for
What
as bad
about
as this team is.
Jeez,
Woo!
you lighten them up. What about offensive line though, right? I mean, don't you want to protect Fields, early on, maybe first round? Like if you're them in the draft this year,
Yeah.
you don't need quarterback. So what they have a lot of holes right now is the tough part. But I do think
Yeah.
you probably want to protect Fields. I don't know, because if Allen Robinson leaves, then you're right, you're weaponless. But you can only do so much in the draft. To me, like you got to draft linemen because in free agency you'll be able to get
Yeah.
like skill position players to come to a big market like Chicago. You can get defensive
Oh,
guys to come to a big market like Chicago. There's just not often linemen available in free agency. I think that's
yeah.
you know
A lot of Bears fans are already
yeah, it's not
calling for Nick.
shocking, I guess, in regards to Bears fans. You know. All right, let's see. We got Najee Harris, the fifth Alabama running back drafted in the first round since 2000. That's the most done by any school. That is wild. Because you got to be there for 3 years. So that's at least 15 years worth of running backs that we're talking about. Like, minimum. Like, it's a lot of first round running backs. Jeez, and they just
Yeah,
moving
that
the
is.
Bears right there.
Hmm.
I mean, that's nearly a first down there. I mean, it's going to be a long night if they can't stop the run.
It might very well be a long night, but that being said, a long night that we're up
Damn
for, we're
straight.
excited about.
And
Let's
maybe
get
we,
it, baby.
maybe we sweep these bets. And look out.
Oh, that.
I'll level with you. We haven't. I feel like we haven't. I don't know. I feel like we haven't jumped on the over early in a game yet, where we felt great for it. Or not. Maybe not yet, but I mean not recently. Another touchdown on this drive would go a long
First,
way. There's a first down. Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
Towards that over. Get a couple scores on the board early.
It does seem like you may be a couple ticks of the good old
Oh,
ticker
I'm
ahead of
at
me there,
yeah. I'm at 6:30 right now. Where are you at?
Six
All right, cool.
thirty-seven.
Let me pause at 6:26 for you. Let me know when you get there. If you're watching at home, 6:26.
28, 27,
Boom.
26, 8.
Look
right
at
there,
us.
right there, right
Look
there.
at us.
Look at us.
Who would have thought? All right, Najee Harris back there in the backfield. Let's see. The man himself. I mean, plus 340. Pretty good odds. I feel like I was a little surprised because this Bears rush defense is awful, but they get the Big Ben there.
Who was that? Robert Quinn?
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Robert Quinn, very solid. Very, very solid player for the Bears.
Yeah, he's having a nice season according to Zach Pearson. And that sack just adds to it.
He's very solid pass rusher. Always has been, to be honest. And that's the Bears defense that you're used to seeing, right? Like, put some pressure on them, get out there. But I think it's tough. Secondary is kind of they've lost some pretty serious players in the secondary the last few years that have left town, and I think you kind of have to wonder how much that impacts the ability of the pass rush, right? Guys are just getting cooked off the line. It's like that pass rush doesn't matter if he's getting the ball out in half a second.
Yeah. It does seem like Bears fans are potentially coming for the McCaskey.
Oh, man. They just want a full reset, huh? I mean, new stadium's coming.
It does seem like that is on the horizon, but that wouldn't make me feel any better either.
All right. Looks like a little bit of a... Okay. I mean, you're just trying to make something happen there, but I don't know that... I mean, even if he caught that...
Big Ben on
the ground again, yeah, for sure. Damn. Well, all right. I'm going to come out and punt here to the Bears. 4.5 minutes roughly left in the first quarter. Damn. Man. Yeah, you're going to punt it back to the Bears, I guess. See what they can do with it. But yeah, I mean, but here's the thing. You and I talked about this before. I'm sure Bears fans do want a full reset. Can you get that punt off there? Oh, did he not fair cut? Okay.
As he fair.
All right.
He fair caught it.
I feel like a lot of those Bears fans want to reset, but you and I were talking about it. Like, the fact of the matter is that the new stadium's not going to be built for like 6 years. So, to be honest, your new coach, unless he is very solid out of the gate, is probably not even going to be your coach when you move into that new stadium. So it's interesting because, for Fields to ever even play in that new stadium, he's going to have to be on his second contract. And I think that is interesting because I do think as Bears fans want this reset, I think you kind of have to see, the fact that you're not really going to get that new stadium. I don't think you're going to see ownership changes that quickly either. And the new stadium's not coming now. You're still probably a few years away from that full reset. But granted, Fields can definitely be that guy that's there when that happens. So I think you want to get the offensive line to protect him. And, I mean, if things are going well for Fields, they're going to be going well for whoever the new head coach is going to be. Obviously, Nagy's probably not around in 6 years. So I think realistically, man, it's interesting.
Could we see Nagy's second stint with the Bears? Maybe they get their new season.
Like Gruden in Vegas.
Maybe we were wrong about this guy.
Oh, God, man, he is brutal. He is just not. I mean, and it's tough.
All right, this person's Twitter name is #McCaskey out.
That's their name.
Ace out.
Oh no.
Nagy out.
Oh
Buff
no.
bomb. He said how a 3-and-out feels forced out by forced how a 3-and-out feels forced by the Bears defense, and it's the fucking Ditka being lifted up on his shoulders.
Dude. Oh my god. Dude, it's brutal because it just is better when the Bears are good. The NFL just is better. It's a big market. Uh,
Yeah, it's more
it's a big
competitive.
market.
It's like especially for the
Yeah,
Packers
they're part
Bears
of a
rivalry,
huge.
which is one of the best in all of sports,
Yep.
and it's
It's just, man. And it's tough because you're watching them play the Steelers, and I mean, the Steelers are another one of these famous. Oh, there's Virginia McCaskey right there. Hey, good for her. Good for her, man. Good for
yep.
her. I hope she enjoys the games. I think she probably has a good time. She probably very routined, I would imagine, on these game days. I bet you she has a. I bet you she does the same thing every time.
Very much
For
Queen
sure.
of
Well, can you
England
imagine?
of
Like,
her.
oh man, David Montgomery breaks that. That's like a 20-yard run right there. There we go. Look at that.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see if they can keep stringing that together.
It,
Well, that's what hurt him earlier in the year, right? Was he went down, and it
no,
was just like, what offense do you have at this point?
for sure. Yeah, that's like funny. I texted a Bears fan today. I'm like, hey, what do you think the Bears like identity is
Oh,
going to be? And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like,
yeah. What?
what do I mean?
Like, what do they do?
Like I thought it was, but this is but he responded, in order to win tonight's game, they're going to have to get to the quarterback and win the turnover battle. We are not a very good team. So, I can respect
Yeah,
that
no
Bears
doubt.
fan there. Although, that same Bears, no, I'm not even.
Oh, oh,
I don't even want to talk
oh, oh no. Oh no. See, this is the thing that you guys, if you're watching right now, will
about
learn.
it. If you do want into it, just
This
let me know. Let me know in
hit
the
that
comments
chat.
if you
Spill the
want to hear.
beans. Hashtag spill the beans in the chat, please.
Hashtag spill the beans in the
But
chat. It
oh,
just takes
Fields taking
one.
off. Let's get some rush yards there. There we go. Add to that parlay. But yeah, I mean, I think
Oh yeah.
that's the thing. Like, that you guys maybe don't realize watching the stream here is Scott definitely is has some strong feelings of
I appreciate you for stopping by.
what's up.
Hello. Oh yeah. Just someone
Like
stopping
that.
by, checking in. Not much of a
Hey, it's all
talker
good.
or a typer. No big deal. You're still allowed
You
here.
know.
We welcome you. Sit back and enjoy and have fun. That's all
Once
we
again,
care about.
hashtag spill the beans if you want to hear what Scott is referring to with this Bears fan. But what you guys don't know is Scott has some pretty strong feelings about more. I would say the Bears fan base as a whole.
Oh,
The
yeah.
general fan base as a whole.
Yeah, the general fan base
They're
is
pretty
terrible.
what would you say, Scott? Would you say they're
And
fairly pessimistic?
they're pessimistic. They're
Yep. There we
negative.
go. Synonyms.
They have no hope.
Yep.
They have no faith. They run every single person that's ever been on the Bears out of town.
Yeah, I
That's
don't disagree.
fact, okay? Look through how many coaches you went through. Maybe if you were a little more supportive to your coaches, your quarterbacks, or maybe if you would have
Did he just
appreciated
throw
a guy like
pick
Jay
to the
Cutler when you
defensive
had a guy like
line?
Jay Cutler.
He did. Oh. You wouldn't have stuff like that happen. You wouldn't have Justin Fields throw a pick to the defensive
Yeah,
line.
Let's hop into Twitter right now. Let's
Get
see
in
what
there.
they're
Oh,
saying.
it's gonna be dirty right now. So he throws a pick to the defensive lineman. Let me see this replay. Oh my god. And look, man, I mean,
Just
oh my god.
and what? Yeah, a lot of people. I've seen all I need to see from Justin Fields. He sucks. Justin Fields, no praise, go Gojo.
Dude,
I
what a
don't know what that
catch.
means. Justin Fields has been awful in the NFL.
What a catch by the big
Oh
man.
boy. Well,
Wow.
hey, I mean,
Wow. Yeah, I feel like with Field, it's interesting, right? Because, wow. Hold on.
we're going to blame Matt Nagy for that pass from Fields. When are the Bears fans going to come to grips that Justin Fields is trash?
Twitter is not feeling it, huh? Oh man, Najee Harris just go get you about 7 yards right there. Look at him, he's eating, absolutely eating tonight.
Justin Fields is what people think Lamar Jackson is when they say RB playing quarterback.
Oh, oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah, that was a while. I mean, that was a damn good play by defensive lineman. Usually that's bad. That just gets batted down there. He stayed with it and just gobbled it up. Give me that. We're going the other way. I like it. This could be a good little zone for Najee Harris to break one, too.
Ooh. Now we got some Lions fans chirping in about this, how the Bears fans are worst fans. And I'll be honest, I've had my fair share of run-ins with Lions fans. Y'all are pretty despicable, too, okay? So, I don't know. I mean, I understand you all have it one, and yeah, you're diehards. And
yes, definitely not the same level of pessimism out of the Lions fans than the Bears.
For sure. For sure. I mean, you're just defeated at this point. Which, hey, I mean, I want to see you guys win a Super Bowl II. But you're going to have to move out of our division to do it.
See, if there was ever... you know what? I may root for the Detroit Lions to win the Super Bowl. Like, if I can't really imagine rooting for too many teams more than them if they ever made it. Because at the point where they made it, the Packers did not make it.
Well, for sure. If they made it, great. Or if they made the playoffs and the Packers didn't, I'd be like, okay, let's.
I want to see him. I want to see him get one for sure. Yeah. I mean, in my lifetime, I want to see him get one desperately.
We get a 4th and 1 first down there, baby.
Because you've seen it with some of these other teams. You know, the Chicago Cubs did the thing, and the Cleveland Cavaliers won. For the city of Detroit to get it, for the Lions to win a Super Bowl at some point would be incredible.
Oh, yeah, that would be.
They do seem a ways off. A little... But I tell you what, I'm here for it. If they go, come on, Steelers, man, what a play by that defense. First quarter comes to a close, right? Yeah. So I heard this point the other day, Scott, about Justin Fields, or guys like Justin Fields. I think this fits him well, and I find it interesting, right? Yeah. So basically what the argument was that nowadays college football has become, on the offensive end especially, has become so controlled by the offensive coaching staffs for all the teams. It's basically so micromanaged when you have the ball on offense. If you've ever watched, for anyone that's ever watched college football, they have those big ass signs with all the different things for the play calls, and then they have the wristbands and 7 different guys on the sideline are doing stuff. And a lot of times what those college teams do is they take advantage of that play clock, where basically you're not even in the huddle. You just come up to the line, everyone looks over, or right before you go up to the line, everyone looks over, you get the call, you go up, and then you'll see everyone freeze again and look over again, because the guy up top is seeing what the defense is in, and then and they make the adjustments in that fashion, right? And so the argument that I heard was basically that a lot of these college guys are in this position where, when they play quarterback in college, like a Justin Fields, the offense is so out of his hands that he's basically only ever taught, if this is the call, these are the reads. And he just knows them all. So, but he's not having to really read a defense as much as he's just sort of getting a call and then getting an adjustment, and he's going, okay, this is what it'll be. It's far less out reading the defense, I guess is my point, right? At a lot of these schools. Now, at Alabama, I think you see that with Mac Jones now in the NFL. It's different. It's more of a pro-style thing. It's very different. But with Justin Fields, the argument is basically part of the reason you see him struggle so much, and a lot of these young quarterbacks early is they've never had to read a defense ever, let alone an NFL defense. And so now you're coming to the huddle, and you saw it with Jordan Love yesterday a little bit. It's very hard. Yep.
I heard he was doing a 7-step drop, and it's this was never asked of him to be done.
And who's doing it? Who's doing it in high school? No one. He's never done it.
For sure. Yeah. Yeah, and it's like so those types of things,
And
you
that's the
know,
thing. I wonder with a guy like Fields.
like a little
Oh, hey,
extracurriculars
hey,
going on. Hey, what is
hey!
did
There's
Dana
better ways
White
to flirt,
show up?
fellas. There's better ways to flirt.
An impromptu
Wow, no doubt.
makeout
He
session
said,
going
"What you
on the
say
field.
about my friends and or family? Get out of here, you."
Yeah. But
Well, but yeah,
you know,
but the Justin Fields. So anyway, that's the thing, though. You're right. Is like they're not asked to do a lot of that stuff.
oh
Like, and
yeah.
so
Well, and so like I think like as Bears fans, like let's look at this is what frustrates me with Bears fans and like the negativity and like I get your team has been like not great. But let's also not forget that you were in a Super Bowl in
yep,
2006,
yep,
2007 or whatever. So it's not like you're on this
for
crazy
sure.
long drought, you know. Obviously, you should
Oh, what a
expect more
catch!
from a big city team like the Chicago Bears. I think every single fan should be writing
Yep,
letters to the McCaskies,
handwritten.
offering them whatever money they have in their bank account to buy the
Yeah,
Bears from them. And I think you say everyone writes a letter to Pace and be like, "Hey, we look at us. We make the drafts now." And then you just let the fans draft
there we
your
go.
team
See, dude.
if
Hey,
they're so
look,
great.
I think.
You know? You just put out on a Twitter poll. Should we go for this guy, this guy, or this guy
They'll
this
let you
year?
know. Hey,
They'll
let them
let
have
you
some
know.
control. Hey, if you guys write a handwritten letter to Virginia McCaskey, she's from a time where that was a very big deal. Um,
He probably knows how to read cursive
you
too,
write
if you
her a
know how to
letter in
write it.
cursive, I bet you get some shit done. You do it in mass. You do it with a bunch of motherfuckers. I
Probably
mean, dude, you might. I mean, come on. You speak in her language. You start doing. You start thinking like
in
that.
for sure. And you know what? Offer your support and be like, you know what? Thank you for getting us to like a couple Super Bowls
Yep.
over your tenure. Like you've done great things for the Chicago Bears. But now, just like that woman did in the Titanic where she threw the jewel
Okay.
over the edge, maybe that's what you do with the keys to Soldier Field
It
and the
might be.
Chicago Bears. Maybe you don't throw them over the edge. Maybe you just,
Oh.
give them to someone
Oh, I
else.
thought that was.
But
Oh, that was Claypool, but not. Damn.
uh, so now are
Hey,
you a little
look.
bit behind me?
Yeah, that was
Was
first
that
and goal.
first and goal? Okay, well, and I'm a little behind. Oh, interesting. Oh,
Oh yeah, when it comes back from this replay, I'll let you know where I'm at. Oh, that's a good. There we go. I'm at 20 seconds on the
what
play clock.
what time?
13:33, but that was incomplete, so it's froze. Where are you at?
Let me know when you get to
28,
28.
13:28. Okay.
Yes, sir. That
That was all
that
right.
was
Let's see
good.
here. We are at 13:30, 13:29, 13:28. Boom. On that
Bang, bang,
incomplete.
bang.
Where are you at on the play clock?
On that incompletion.
Where are you at on the play clock? 20. Yeah, okay, we're at the same spot.
25,
Yeah, yeah, perfect.
23,
We're in a good spot.
21.
All right, here. So third and goal, Najee Harris would be beautiful. I don't think he's out there though. So yeah, the Claypool TD here would be huge for the parlay, and the over, and that.
Sure.
Yeah, that would be great. Claypool here would be perfect. Where are we going? Timeout. Don't like what they saw.
Timeout.
Don't like what they saw.
So what do we? Yeah, we gotta go Claypool here for sure. Let me check in on this fantasy. See how much I'm
Hey, I'll tell
still
you what,
by.
this right here, this fan cast might be, this is a fantasy. Look at us. Just two old friends having a great time watching some Monday evening football. To some people, that's a fantasy right there. It's not some type of,
For sure, because we know because we're caffeinated and
Ben
we're
Roethlisberger. He gave it up.
you know
That's the joke. If you guys,
ah,
just Google it. You'll, you just Google it. He was apparently afflicted with some addictions. He alleges, though. Though I think
chronically
maybe
he
Ben
was chronically
Roethlisberger, sex life should just stop coming up his whole career. How about that? You know, the guy has quite a few interesting allegations against him. So maybe maybe he needs to find a way to stop having his dick in the news as he throws a touchdown right there. But why is it not to Claypool?
He looked elusive, but yeah, why is it not to Claypool or
Well,
Najee Harris?
I mean, there we go right there. I mean, that's a 2-score lead pretty early in the second quarter. This, like we said, could end up being a bit of a landslide. Steelers are in a weird spot because the AFC is definitely teams are losing games in the AFC right now, and I feel like if the Steelers can get a couple home playoff games, they could be something with their defense stuff. I mean, 4-3, you win tonight, you go to 5-3, which in the AFC is damn near second place in the entire conference. You know, I mean, you're a lot of 2-loss teams in the AFC. A lot of 3-loss teams in the AFC. So 5-3, not a bad record in the AFC. That division is just brutal this year, though.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. So Steelers go up 14-0.
Let's take a look into the Twitter sphere and see what's going on there.
Peep that. Give it a little glance behind the curtain of Twitter.
Going to Steelers Twitter, I feel like that's going to be much more positive, uplifting type of place.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree. They're probably talking about Coach T. Hell of a guy, first of all. Hell of a guy. Coach T, by all accounts. You hear his response when they asked him about going to USC, potentially.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not saying never,
was great.
but never.
I think
What a guy. What a guy. I mean, you got to feel great with Mike Tomlin as your coach. You know, we're shitting on Nagy because, I mean, you got to as a Packers fan. But, dude, Mike Tomlin, come on, an all-timer. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, he is pretty awesome. Just throwing in keywords here. Adding some keywords.
I heard some guy in an interview said something like, if Coach T did go to college, he'd probably be the best recruiter in the country right away. They said he'd start walking into high schools talking about, let me get a 4-piece. Dude's like, what's a 4-piece? Your 4 best players. Need them all. Send them over here. That's great, man.
Ooh, okay. Someone's manifesting a Minka pick on this next drive. So, guys, if you're live betting this game, get one in. You know? Get one in.
Minka pick right there could work. You got to think Fields is good for... Because this defense is good. I mean... You could definitely throw another pick in this game for sure. That first one was honestly pretty fluky, though, to be honest. Like, the fact that defensive lineman caught that was incredible. That was an incredible play. Alright, let's see. Well, Bears are going to return this one, and we'll bring it out to... Oh, he's cutting back. Oh, shit. Okay. Gets to the 25. Alright. You know?
Alright.
You feel
Bare
good,
minimum you can ask for there.
Yeah. He had to return it. It wasn't in the end zone, so it's coming out either way. Like, get to that 25. All right. We can play from there.
Yeah, it's a good return by all accounts.
Big Ben just in the pocket, just nice and safe. And he'll just have plenty of time to look at the strike. All right. Fields, hustle.
All right, so Minka
rushes to the line.
Minka intercept.
On first down for about a yard. I don't know why they rushed up to the line like that.
I think, they're trying to...
Try everything.
They're desperate. They're desperate.
I was going to
say. They need a pace, which I'll be honest, I don't understand why more teams, like on a first or second down, don't just get up to the line and 7 seconds, like not even waiting till that clock. now you obviously couldn't
Wait
do
till
it
the play
the
yeah,
whole
right, right.
a lot of the game because you got to have that game flow. But I mean, I think that'd be like a major competitive edge because sometimes you see guys just not even ready on the defensive line as teams are like getting up
Yeah,
there.
that was. I mean,
Ooh,
yeah.
good throw.
He's in the
Who's
pocket
there?
there. He makes a good throw.
Ooh, who's that? Who's that? Who was that? Pretty close to
He
that.
was. He was. He was, wasn't he?
Was
Interesting.
almost me. Was almost me.
Interesting.
Ah!
Ooh. Oh, that hit
Uh,
feels terrible. Oh. Oh man. Well, actually, not a great throw. When I see that replay there, he kind of left him out, hanging out there.
Ready?
3rd and 9 already. This Bears offense cannot get anything going. Let's see if Fields can run for it. Oh my god! What do you mean a
What do you mean
flag?
throw the flag? He
Oh
lowered his
wow!
shoulder.
Soft,
Oh,
so soft,
he lowered his
dude. If he runs,
shoulder. Is it Minka Fitzpatrick? Dude is
dude,
balling
he
out. Maybe a
is.
little helmet to helmet there, maybe. But he's lowering his helmet.
Yeah,
That's
see,
on
this is what
him.
they say.
I mean,
I
that's a
agree.
great no
I
call
agree.
in my
Look,
in my
I'm fine
opinion.
protecting them the way that they do in the pocket. That's cool. But every dude in the NFL tells you if you want to go be a running back, we're going to treat you like a running back.
Yep. And like if Justin Fields just going straight out of bounds and gets hit, okay, that's one thing for sure.
He was trying to
But
turn
he was like
him.
leaning
Yeah.
into that contact, trying to get back a
Hit
couple
him.
yards. He got flipped off
Hit
his.
him, man. I think that's the thing. Because I think the defensive players get it. I think they're like, look, fine. If you guys want to protect him in the pocket and we can only hit him certain ways, we can't drive him to the ground. Like, we can adjust. And, you say it's better for football, whatever. Like, it is what it is. Like, I think they understand that that is the league now. But you have to give them some balance.
Yes.
And the balance there is fine. But if they leave the pocket, And that's what you have to do in a league where, like, Patrick Mahomes and Kyler Murray and Lamar Jackson exist. Those guys got to be able to make them not just want to run every single time.
Yeah.
That was a hit. And yeah, man, the Bears are just giving it right back to him. I mean, there's still 11 minutes left in this half.
Oh, Chase Claypool at least gets the line of scrimmage. All right, we'll take 1 point because it's
Hey,
a
I'll tell you
PPR
what,
league.
though. Steelers with that lead.
He gets 40. Could you imagine 40 catches?
Hey, Steelers get that lead.
For sure.
And
that lead.
That second half,
touchdown,
they're going to run that ball.
That second touchdown.
Yeah.
Getting 4 yards.
Yeah. Not bad. Over. This helps the over, though the Bears are going to have to get something on the board for that over.
It's true.
But look at that. I mean, if they keep moving the ball like this, 35-7 will hit that over, and that's very doable. I mean, they're moving the ball. I mean, Najee Harris is getting 8 yards every time he touches it, it feels like.
Yeah.
Maybe a hold there. Nagy with the visor. Very, okay. Holding. Yeah.
Ooh, Pittsburgh Steelers account tweeting out.
Oh, there we go. That's a big dude. Yeah, he's having a game. And remember, like, back in the day, like, when Ben Roethlisberger was first in the league, like, he was so big, like, they didn't even have those rules. You just couldn't really bring him down back there. Like, you could smoke the quarterback in the pocket back then, like, no problem.
Yeah.
And it was like, good luck. I mean, you could try. Like, good luck.
Yeah.
He would just, like, throw guys off him and still throw the ball.
It was literally, it was literally like a fucking, like a giant mud monster that you're trying to tackle, and you just keep like this, fighting off.
Just a disgusting mud monster that has been accused of everything terrible under the sun. The mud monster, amazing. And then Cam Newton came and he was his body but fast. You know,
Yeah, for sure. That's a little rude
that's
to
true.
Cam
He was
Newton,
big as hell
but
and fast. Yeah, certainly a little more
he was big as
stout.
hell.
Yeah,
And
certainly a little more. Yeah, more of a
yeah,
GQ type of figure. Ben Roethlisberger is more of a frat
Cam,
type of figure.
Cam Newton's Superman, Ben
No
Roethlisberger,
doubt.
Clark Kent.
No doubt. Absolutely.
See,
That's
we're
how it's
throwing
got to
shade
be.
both ways, guys. So
Oh,
don't
come
just
on.
think
Yeah,
we're coming at.
I'm no Ben Roethlisberger fan. Come on.
Just,
Ben Roethlisberger's never. Come on. Yeah, Ben Roethlisberger has definitely never turned down nachos a day in his life. That's a fact. Ben Roethlisberger never met a beer he didn't want to drink, for sure. He's got that type of body, for sure. Like, just. It's shocking that he's in the NFL, truthfully, at
Yeah.
times. Because he doesn't
Not a
move
great
well.
kick,
That is
though.
not a great kick. Like, he's never really moved well. Like, he
No, but
really
hey,
does, and he's a unique guy. Like, he throws at a weird angle and stuff.
is the Pittsburgh Steelers a place where unique players can, get in where they fit
Yeah,
in? You have Ben Roethlisberger, who is a great quarterback, but you don't really
yeah,
expect it from him, because of how he looks like that. You have Jerome Bettis, phenomenal running back, who, by the looks of it, you never thought the guy would play running
right.
back by his size. Mike Tomlin, a black head coach,
True.
not too many of those around the league. Juju Smith,
Hey.
TikToker
Yeah, man, he'll get you with that. Yeah, yep.
in the NFL.
Dude,
I mean,
you know,
it's maybe there's a narrative there that we can
there might
defend
be.
because there hasn't been really anything on in the
I mean,
league to talk about. So,
is Ben Roethlisberger the Sean Marion of the NFL? Is that a thing? Is he so unorthodox that it works? Maybe. They have been an interesting group over
for
the years,
sure.
though. I mean, Antonio Brown was not a highly drafted player or anything like that. They've had a lot of success with guys that didn't seem like they would be all that successful.
Guy.
And I mean, it's the truth, man. It's a credit to, I think, the coaching staff. I think it's a credit to the scouts, in particular. I would imagine that they have a very good scouting department. I mean, they kind of have to. Like, you never have heard of a lot of these guys, and then they just start, serious players. And
Yeah. Yeah, and I almost wonder, is that a lot to do with like Ben Roethlisberger? I mean, by every account from the stories you've heard, the last like 2 years, Ben
right,
Roethlisberger was a dick. So I don't know if he's really helping guys, get better. But maybe his like talent level is
I mean, maybe
he's
finding
helping
him
guys.
gave. I mean, maybe
Yeah,
having him gave them confidence, like
probably
the scouting department and the front office and stuff. Like, hey,
for
we can
sure.
go get guys like this. I mean, they have a black punter. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And you're right. When's the last time you see a black punter?
The last
Oh,
one that I
yeah,
remember
Marquette
was
King with the
Marquette
Raiders.
King.
So one
Yeah.
notable black punter that we can remember. It doesn't mean there are more. That we can remember. You're right. I mean, they're an unorthodox group. I mean, for sure. A lot of what they got going on is very unorthodox.
The Steelers.
No, yeah, the
not
Steelers
Black
for sure.
Punters.
Black punters. I mean, black
Dodge the
punters are
bullet
just
there.
punting at the end of the day. I mean, they're punting the same way. I mean, nothing really too unorthodox. In the though then again, man, I've seen some punters this year that where I've thought to myself that is a bit unorthodox, because for example, the punter that's holding field goals for the Packers right now was doing some super unorthodox things yesterday, like laces left, ball left. Come on, man, get him spun
Yeah.
around, is what I would say. And I've never done it before. I'm sure it's hard as hell. But, I'm not getting paid to do it like that guy. So, I feel like you should be able to do it.
Ooh, as Justin Fields gets sacked for
Man,
like a
I felt
minus
like he.
20 yards by
I think
who was it?
I think that
One
goes
of the
against his.
what?
I think that maybe goes
What?
against his rush yards,
What? What?
which I guess I wasn't. If I'm being honest, wasn't really thinking about the fact that he was probably going to get sacked quite a bit.
He almost got out of it. They got Gator
Yeah,
rolled.
that was. Oh man, that's the way to do it. All right, T.J. Watt. T.J. Watt, very
Swagger
solid
move.
player. All right, let's see what he's got here. Third and long though, he could go get some of those rush yards back here. Nope, never mind. Oh wow, breaks a tackle. Look at that. Hell of
No,
an effort
that's
by the
like
Bears there, though.
that's what you like. I thought that dude was talking some mad
I know that's been kind of
crapola,
it's
but he
been a
just
little
looks like
weird
he.
this year, right? It feels
Hey,
like there have been a lot of situations this year where I see guys, I'm like, are they jawing to each other? And then they like high five after the play. And I'm like, well, okay.
yeah.
Like I get that you maybe know him or it was a
It's
good
like
hit, but
they're
like
just
keep like
they're just giving the illusion that they're taunting, but really like they're just saying like incredibly nice stuff to like them because they're like, hey, we'll get some of these refs for
yeah,
taunting,
for sure,
we're just like talking each
for
other up.
sure. Oh man, so okay, so illegal man downfield there. So this is gonna be about third and 1,000, right?
Yeah, third and 22, 24, 23, 23
Yeah,
roughly.
that's not what you want to see. Though once again, if you get some stuff running down the field, Fields could go pick up quite a chunk of rush yards here. Oh, he's gonna throw.
Yeah.
Where
Oh,
was that supposed to be?
I mean,
Yeah, it must
oh,
have been.
maybe he got hit, but it just. I want to see the replay here. I
That
want
was
to see
like
if he got hit
triple.
as he was
That was
throwing, or if he just saw the pressure
yeah.
coming and had to let it rip to a position that was just.
That was triple coverage.
Yeah, I mean, the guys were covered for sure.
But yeah, you're right. Maybe he was getting bared down on. Yeah. Getting
Hey, uh, this is fun.
So did they
Fun
just
for everyone.
not
Bears
think they
fans.
can? Because Andy Dalton's healthy, right?
Yeah. Interesting.
Because because you just have to wonder, like, if you thought you could.
Yeah, no,
I'm
I
all
hear
for
you.
the Justin Fields playing and getting the experience, but to some degree, are you just throwing your hands up in the air and saying like, well, we're just gonna just whatever happens happens, like he just needs the reps? Because it does kind of feel like the lack of success the offense has had this year. It does kind of feel like you're just throwing your hands up on the season. Because you have two veterans behind him who like can probably step in here and make some stuff happen.
Oh,
Like,
for sure.
Nick Foles did win a Super Bowl. I mean, this is not. Andy Dalton like won a lot of games in the NFL in his career. I just don't know if like what exactly the thought is because it does feel a little bit like you're kind of just bailing on the idea of winning.
Yeah, and like you got to think like, if you're Matt Nagy at this point, you're like, okay, we saw some stuff from him. He got some good reps, but now we got to go and
Yeah, I
try to
mean,
win some games. What's the
3
Bears'
and 5.
record?
So that's what I'm saying is like I.
Still run the table and all that stuff
Well,
too,
you
which
got
is
you got an extra game this year and an extra playoff spot that started last year. So like 10 and
yep.
7 you should be like able to have a shot. I don't know but then the question
Yeah.
is like I mean, I guess they already made their decision cuz last week when you're 3 and 4 would have been the time to pull the trigger. Now it's a weird deal, man. It feels very disjointed. I get why fans just are upset, like in general, because it does feel like what's the plan? Why do we have Foles and Andy Dalton then?
Yeah.
And I get that they
For
got
sure, right?
him before
I
they
felt
thought they
like
might be able to get Fields,
like
but it's like
sure.
I'm not shocked that Fields fell to them. Someone was gonna fall, right? Like I don't know if they thought everyone would be gone.
A lot of people are calling for Andy Dalton. Just Justin Fields' life.
I mean, it's not a bad idea if he's the future of the like you know.
Where is Andy Dalton in this game? This is just tough to watch. Andy Dalton, true.
I don't disagree, man. It's weird.
But Andy Dalton is.
When it's just too late now. It's just if you lose this game, you're 3-6. Like I mean, you'd have to run the table. And I
will say one Bears player that I do thoroughly enjoy is Akeem Hicks.
Oh, Akeem Hicks is the man too.
He's so funny. Yeah, that dude is like
him,
good old
Quinn. Okay, the flashcards here.
This is the play that they ran, the last one. I made sure to write it down on the flashcard.
I don't have the sound on.
This is why ESPN.
I feel like that could very well have been like, these are the play cards Justin Fields has been using to study the offense. It's like, yeah, it looks like it. If
you look at on the back, it tells you. It
feels like my man.
It's just like he's just doing flashcards to remember the offense. It's probably a great strategy.
Don't make that. Maybe it's not like such an important thing that they're. I mean, maybe. Hopefully, it wasn't that. I just could feel that being the take.
It most likely was, but it was.
Oh. Looks like they're gonna bring the heat here, 3rd and 2. That single high safety. Okay. Great stop right there. That's what they needed. That was a big play. Because now you get the ball back.
That can't happen, Raider.
Now you get the ball back, five minutes left. You maybe feel like you can establish the run a little, hopefully, on this drive. Yeah. That's a great play. That's a huge play.
Yeah. It's huge. Yeah, that's huge.
Man. What a... Right, let's see this punt. All right, decent field possession. What was that? It's like a chippy game to some degree, it feels like.
Yeah, well, I think... Yeah, there might be some
probably
that are being had.
All right, let's see. Rams-Niners next week, Scott. That I do want to see the Rams again. Again, no, we haven't seen the Rams yet, have we? On Monday.
Have we not seen Matty Stafford?
No, I think we would remember if we saw that crew.
No, we saw the Chargers.
So we get to see the Rams, and the Rams will play the Packers 2 weeks after that. So I'm, very into seeing that Rams-Niners game next week for sure. That's definitely
that'll be a good one. And obviously, I got the girlfriend who's a Niners fan. We'll forgive her a little bit. What are we looking at? Oh, they dragged him into the... Oh, you can do that. That's legal. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, it's like
Can you do that?
I mean, I feel like if it...
That's illegal.
Okay.
Oh, man. That would have been... Oh, and also we're 2nd down, so
that's what I was thinking about on that Packers play yesterday where the guy fell into the punt. I was like, but if he's pushed into it, does that... Because otherwise, wouldn't the theory be to basically try to push the blocker
run that guy that's trying to block you
into the...
Yeah. You'd want to keep up with, or have him keep up with you so close, and
you
then last second just kind of
give the old into the guy receiving the punt. If you could, so that can't be...
And T.J. Watt has 10.5 sacks.
That's crazy, dude.
Oh, apparently that was Ben Roethlisberger's daughter's flashcard.
Okay, thank God. Thank God. If that was Justin Fields flashcards, that was going to be... Okay. Okay. That makes more sense now. Good for Ben. Good for Ben.
Yeah.
It's got some flashcards.
Okay. Oh, Dave Montgomery. He's going to
All
get
right.
stopped.
So...
What's the decision here? 4th and close towards midfield.
You just got
but,
that stop.
I mean, you don't get this. The Steelers are definitely going to
they're
great field position. But I guess, you know what? You got to go for it all because
it's the football gods.
It's been a good... yeah, I forgot about the football gods this week. Thanks for reminding me.
All right, let's see.
The offsides here.
There we go. Wow, can't have it there. Cannot have it there. Yeah,
you want to get.
You've been seeing that a lot this year, man. I feel like offensive lines have probably gotten so good that like these defensive lines are really like willing to risk it to try to get that jump.
Yeah.
Like it feels like I feel like I've seen a lot of encroachment and offsides this year. Oh, he's gonna get outside there. Yep, that'll get some rush yards for sure. Yeah.
That's the stuff. Let's go take a look over at the Aspen and see what we got for like some stats.
Yeah, we definitely need another score by either team before halftime for the over. That would be very helpful.
Yeah, for sure. That over tends to get crept up there, though. All right, so we're 40. We got the Najee Harris TD. We need Chase Craig. All right, so over 39.5 is what we're looking for J. Fields.
David Montgomery, it's only like 2 yards. Needed more like 4. It's all right. 3rd and 2, maybe? Yeah, 3rd and 2.
Says Justin Fields has 28
okay. All right.
rushing yards.
So maybe this... So maybe the sacks
good.
don't... No, I thought we looked that up before. I thought this... Yeah.
Well, the kneel downs do.
So the sacks must. The sacks must, right? Yeah, I guess it'd be kind of...
I'm not going to look into it too hard.
I guess it'd be weird if they didn't. Considering that it would for a running back. You can't go backwards. Like...
Yeah. It's interesting. Because I feel like I've seen a couple of sacks where it's like, no, it didn't take any yards.
Yeah, so maybe...
But...
Who knows? Who knows?
Maybe.
Who knows? I guess. Not us, definitely not us. If you're trying to follow along, it is not us. Oh, I forgot to do this too. You're going to see a little notification here in a second.
Bob. Judy Bob. Cow.
Just a little.
Also, guys, feel free to check out, if you're a Bears fan.
Oh, yes.
The merch store, FancastTV.store. We got a little Chicago Bears in there for you.
What's up?
Nick, are we going to have a Steel one tomorrow?
Oh, for sure. Check it out on the FancastTV. Yeah,
I'll get that uploaded. I know Nick's got a dope ass design for those Steelers fans because everything he does is amazing. I mean, check out the parlay if you haven't. It's the first one that we're sitting pretty good at. So,
some people called it not crazy, I think, or what was the phrase? At least reasonable, something like.
It was
It was more of a shot at Scott, actually, to be honest.
yeah, actually reasonable. Which, you know what, that guy doesn't even know football. I bet he's never played it
Big
down in his life.
Shrav Boy fan, perhaps. Big fan of old Trav Boy. All right.
Boy, Travis Kelsey is who we're referencing there. If you
Let me
didn't
take a
know.
look here at the Steelers Bears. All right.
Oh, you know what's got to suck though for
What?
Bears fans? It's like, okay, so betting in Illinois legal, like
Yep.
great, wonderful, but it's like you can't even confidently bet on your team,
Yep.
you know?
It's true. It's unfortunate, really. I mean, you could bet on them to lose. I mean, that's, you could definitely do that, but it does kind of suck.
Someone said Big Ben's daughter drawing up better plays than Nagy.
Oh, no. Dude, they're coming for Nagy every chance they get. Can you blame them, though? I would be losing my
Oh, for
mind.
sure.
Like, if I was a Bear. Like, it's insane that dude is coaching him this year. There we go.
First down.
There we go. By the skin of their teeth. That is a verb. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, that might be the closest first down I've seen in a while. All right, let's see here. 1st and 10. Can they get something going here? Heading into the half. Okay, they're gonna go empty. Leave Fields back there by himself.
You know what he says to that? Thank you. I will take 8 yards.
I don't know how that pass got in there. That was wow.
What?
116. 112, 11, 110. And wow, what a catch. Great catch. Bears are rolling.
Yeah, Cole.
Bears are rolling. Hey, let's go. Get that score for the old over. Steelers want a timeout there. Oh, no. Yeah. Yeah, he just gets in there right behind the defense, and what a catch. And then he gets bent in half like a folding chair on the hit. And he'll be feeling that tomorrow. That is for damn sure.
Remember when everyone was like, let Justin Fields eat, and then the Bears were still trash?
That's true.
Refs are saving the Steelers? Or
the refs are saving the Steelers, is what that person thinks?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, alright, well, that is a ridiculous opinion, but it is their opinion, and so, do you.
Yeah. And you know what? Some people get canceled for their opinion, and some people get the Rodgers rate. So.
Some people just make nothing but excuses, which is what that guy's opinion is, just an excuse.
But should be a conversation. That is true.
All right, Bears want a timeout now. They don't like what they see. Let's go have a conversation. Field says 2nd and goal. 28 seconds left, so you're good. You got 2 plays here and a timeout. You definitely get some points on the board. This is a danger zone, though, with the rookie quarterback, because you want to be sure that he can, you really want to be sure that he just doesn't turn it over here.
Yeah. And I did see that notification.
No problemo. And then I'll just email you the The
Yeah, the
shirt.
Steelers
Yes, yes.
one.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Oh, incomplete. Damn, man, I thought he had it.
Now I will
Wow.
say this: maybe they were both jousting, but it did look like maybe there was some extracurriculars going on before that
Yeah,
pass
and
got there. Uh, yeah, I
yeah,
mean
so
they
you're gonna
both
let
had
it
hands on.
go. If you're
He almost brought that one in, which would
Yeah,
have
you
been
almost didn't want to
nice.
go like box out there because it's like, your hands, show them that your hands aren't on them and could get that,
Yes.
draw that penalty. But
Ooh, ooh. Okay,
oh,
Justin. He's playing so hard he
old
doesn't even hear the
Justin.
whistle.
All right, well, all right. All right. So effectively,
Goal.
hmm.
Ooh.
Well, all
All
right.
right.
So try to put
So,
three on the board here, going to halftime, and hopefully make some adjustments. I mean, maybe it gets a little confidence. A couple good throws down the field there to end the half. Maybe that gets him feeling like there's going to be some opportunities.
you know what I think is going to happen actually next?
Oh, yeah,
Can I
man.
give a little prediction time
Oh,
here?
yeah.
Matt Nagy is going to give the best halftime speech you've ever heard. Like, think
Yep.
any given Sunday mixed with the replacements, mixed with that other one.
Yeah, I
Remember the
remember. Yeah.
Titans. It's going to be all those. And Justin Fields is going to come out and he's going to play like a god for
Oh.
one quarter. Still lose by 7.5. So they lose by 8. But we hit the over. All bets hit. Great,
Yeah.
grand, wonderful.
I agree. All three.
Nagy's fired.
Hey, I mean, I'd love to see it for the Bears fans because they want it so bad. You hate it for that guy. That's a guy with a family and the whole deal. But he's a millionaire, so I think he'll be okay.
For sure. And I get that
Certainly.
millionaires
They
have
also have
feelings too,
$1 million, which I think
but
helps them feel a lot better.
that's about a million more than I got. So
Yeah. Yeah. I think at the end of the day, that's what the Bears fans want. Hey, maybe he has that speech. I'll tell you what. When you said Nagy's is going to give the best speech, I mean, for him, 4 out of 10 feels like about his ceiling. A 4 out of 10,
oh.
but maybe not. Maybe he can get this group fired up. I mean, I'll tell you what, Justin Fields doesn't have much to do with your defense. I might start by talking to those fellas like, hey, we cannot have the worst run defense in the league and win games.
Yeah. Now the only thing I will say about that is,
No,
it ain't
definitely
gonna be
not.
better. No, but it does need to be better. But I will say that I mean, the Steelers haven't been able to do anything crazy
Yeah, I agree.
against the Bears defense. I mean, 2 touchdowns, I get that, but what's happening?
I agree. 14 is not. They didn't go off. They didn't score 24 in the first half. I mean, this is definitely a game where if the Bears were to turn it on, they can win. I
Yeah,
mean, it's not a blowout by any means, but
for sure. But defense hasn't really clicked. I mean, you put together a decent drive right there with Justin Fields. Moving him down the field, picking up first downs on third down where you needed them, converted a fourth down.
yep.
I mean, that's huge. So maybe that is a little confidence booster for him to really,
yep.
get into gear. But yeah, I mean, we'll see what Mike Tomlin does in the
Ooh,
Pittsburgh Steelers. But we need Justin Fields to be chased around a lot for like monster yard games. Or at least 12 more,
yeah,
preferably.
I think
But
that would be ideal.
and then we need Najee Harris to score.
Yeah,
Najee,
ideally
Najee.
we do need 2 more
He's
touchdowns
gonna get.
from the
What do we got for the best here? Let's take a look here. 49 and a
no
half.
40 and a
Close.
half.
We're getting close.
There we go.
Same difference. Smaller on my screen. But yeah, thank you. We pride ourselves on getting it right over here. Thanks to Nick, I got it right.
40,
But
yeah,
over 40 and a half. Chase Clay, he's still waiting for that. I know he needs to score 45 points for my fantasy team to do what it's got to do. We'll see. That one might be a bigger ask.
Amazing.
But hey, let's go. Hey, appreciate everyone for coming in, checking out the stream with us. Feel free to drop a like, a follow, anything that your heart desires. It means the world to us. Like we literally, we turn into the Grinch whenever someone likes or follows us because it's like, it's a medical problem. Our heart does get enlarged, but just to show the amount of love and the appreciation for you guys. And also, if you're a Bears fan and you're looking to get some new merch, check out the FancastTV.store. And if you're a Steelers fan, sorry, check it out tomorrow.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
I didn't get it uploaded. It's on me.
Well, it's
on me.
I think it's on me as well. I didn't send it to you. What could you have uploaded? That's true. We could have just uploaded the Steelers logo. And so, why aren't we doing more of that?
Yeah, I know.
Well, let's make something of ourselves here. We're
for sure. All right, man. I tell you what though, a pretty entertaining first half. Not a ton of scoring, but like, it kept our interest. I think it's always going to be interesting watching Justin Fields because there's so much unknown around him. Like you have you have like the force of him, like trying to win games, but it does seem like you have the force of Matt Nagy.
Yeah, just really almost trying to lose at this point. I do think this is the issue. I think when things are going bad, you want someone to blame, right? That's a natural reaction that everyone has, especially sports fans. But I don't think you have to look that far. Like, he's not getting it done. He's not getting it done. You can't blame the rookie quarterback. It's this guy's supposed to be the offensive genius of the world.
Yeah, I tell you what, if you were a Bears fan and you live in Illinois, write your local politician. All right, guys, because I'm tired of this for you. Write your local politician. Say, hey, we need to do something about this Bears situation. Okay, I'm pretty sure I bought weed from Virginia McCaskey a week ago. Maybe we stir the pot a little bit, and maybe that cancel culture that Aaron Rodgers was talking about. Maybe you guys use that to your advantage to really make some moves for your team. I saw Matt Nagy. He was, he was doing something last week that you could probably get him caught up on.
Maybe just copy and paste one of those Gruden emails.
I heard he was
just put his name at the bottom.
Super easy to do. I don't recommend that because we are not financial advisors. But I mean, you got to do something, guys. Start taking action. Start having a hand in your team, okay? Get in everyone's Twitter and be like, hey, we got to start playing better. Start cheering on your teams in the DMs, okay? I don't want to see guys tagging people and being like, yeah, you trash, bro. Like, build your players up, but also, you got to do something as a Bears fan. You got to do something. You can't just be sitting back because I'll be honest with you, it doesn't look like it's going to end anytime soon. You're going to go another round on the carousel of this.
Yeah.
We need a new coach. And, really.
I agree.
It should be
that was the name I was just going to say. Yep. That's
100%. To me, that would be like
100%, dude.
But the Bears probably won't make that decision. So, yeah, I definitely encourage you to write your team and say, hey, we got to do better. But, yeah, Bears fans, I'm sorry for you, but you got to band together. You got to do something in your fandom and use your fandom as, like, this is how we fix this problem. But it just, that. Sorry, that's my soapbox. That's my optimism. The best thing I can do for the Bears organization is inject a little bit of that into your fandom. And yeah, sorry, but Steelers, hey, making some plays. We almost had 2 touchdowns that we needed with Najee Harris, and we almost got one to Chase Claypool, but they got the Pharaoh Muth, or whatever his last name is, for one. He, I guess a lot of Pat McAfee's parlays had him scoring a touchdown in there, which I wish I would have known, because I might have threw him in on ours, But we got a nice 4-leg parlay that is going to hit because we believe it. And the only reason it will not hit is because you guys aren't believing it. All I got to say to that is don't be that scumbag that wasn't believing.
That's it. If you guys are going to take anything into the rest of this week, take that. In your life, don't be that scumbag that wasn't believing. But I think you're damn right, Scott. Eric Bieniemy, he's right there. He's sitting right out there wanting to be a head coach, I would imagine. What are you doing? What are you doing, Bears?
Yeah.
Go make it happen.
Like you have a guy in Patrick Mahomes who seems to be a similar play style as Justin Fields.
Yep.
And grab him.
Next thing you know.
But
he's right.
I tell you what, I'm not a financial advisor.
I don't know why you just wouldn't go make them. I don't get it.
For sure. But Nick, I'm gonna use this little halftime break that we got here. I'm gonna go pop.
Hey, pop out on the slot. So let me switch over to this single shot camera then. If old Scott's gonna take a little halftime break, let me pop it over here. What's going on, guys? Look, we're watching the Bears right now, and I think when you're watching the Bears, it's important to remember that this is a historic franchise in a historic city, in the 3rd major market in the entire NFL. And I really do think, I've said it a few times, Scott said it a few times, but really the truth of the matter is the NFL is better when the Bears are good. And I don't really think there's any other way to slice it. Football is better when the big market teams are good. If you're a small market team, a fan of a small market team, rather, I get it. But the NFL is better when the big markets are good. The Bears are in one of the most historic rivalries in the NFL, and I think at the end of the day, even as a Packers fan, it's like you still, for the sake of the NFL, right? Myself and Scott are doing a one team show, right? We're not doing a Packers show. I think for the sake of the NFL, you want to see the Bears at least be able to be competitive, and right now they are absolutely not. And as a Packers fan, it is phenomenal, but the coaching change is a major thing. Now, what I was saying earlier too with Scott, which I do want to touch on, is it's going to take a while to get that stadium built in Chicago. So long story short, the Bears have purchased an old horse racing track in Chicago. It's a very large amount of land. They're going to build a brand new stadium on there, it seems like. But that's going to take a little while. That's usually, me and Scott were looking at this summer. That's like a 6-year process is roughly the time frame you could be thinking of. So this is not going to be something that's going to happen overnight. With that being said, though, this is the time to reset, a little bit. GM, coaching staff, all that. I think this is a good time. I understand it's going to take a little while to get that new stadium up and going and all that, but still, I think if they were able to make some of those changes now, like I said, for Fields to be there in 6 years, he's going to have to be on his 2nd contract, which means you're going to have some success. For any coaching staff to be there at that point, you're going to have some success. And, now's the time. I don't really understand why they kind of came back with this situation. I know they made the playoffs last year, but barely, and the year with the extended playoff format, and they had already been struggling. I don't know. But I think everybody in Chicago wants to see some changes. So, that's probably what's coming for the Bears. As far as the Steelers go, this is a weird time. I talked about it before. It's a weird time. with Big Ben. I don't exactly know. I'm kind of wondering to myself, like, what the plan moving forward there really is. As that division has gotten a lot better too. I mean, that division is serious right now. I think the Bengals are looking like they're going to be very solid, and the Ravens, as long as they have Lamar Jackson, I mean, that is a tough team to play. So I do think. Oh, and the Browns, obviously, of course. We'll see what they do without OBJ. Last year without him, though, they were pretty good. I don't know that they're necessarily better without him. I don't know that was just the right fit. I like OBJ. I don't think OBJ is like the way the media sometimes portrays him. And I don't even know if it's the media. I think some fans just for some reason think he's like a problem. I don't think that's the case. But anyway, regardless, my point being, Steelers are in a tough division, so I do wonder what the plan is moving forward. I think it just depends on how the year goes. I really do. I think it kind of depends on a lot of those outlooks. Peyton Manning leaves the Colts at the end of his career, but they had a chance at a serious draft pick in Andrew Luck. Philip Rivers leaves. They had a chance at Justin Herbert. If the Steelers are in the playoffs, there's not really going to be that quarterback there. This is a weak draft for quarterbacks anyway. I don't know, I don't know, Look at that. Come on. Long day. But anyway, I'm not sure. I'm not sure which way they go after this. And yet, I think for some reason, as long as they have Mike Tomlin there, they'll probably be fine. I really do. But anyway, I mean, that's what it is. I think, it's kind of that simple with both of them, really. I think could be seeing some changes coming up for both these teams moving forward, but right now, Steelers are definitely pretty dominant in this matchup. We'll see. I think that Steelers defense has a chance to play well this year with that run game. I think that they, if they can string some wins together here in the AFC especially, I think that could end up being a pretty, they can end up being a pretty interesting team down the line, especially if they can play at home because of the way that, the way that weather will be there and stuff. But it looks like we got Scott back here. Let me pop back on over with the whole Scott. What up? Yeah, man. I was just talking about I think the Steelers. If they can string together some wins here, could definitely be a threat in the playoffs because if you can go out and get a home game in the first round in Pittsburgh, you can definitely make something happen there. And the Steelers really right now they've got defense and they've got a run game, and that's always I think that always works in the NFL in the postseason. But anyway, now I'm gonna go bounce on out here, Scott, real quick before we get the second half going.
I'm sorry. Yeah, for sure. Do what you got to do. I just got something very graphic in the chat here. I don't really even know. I don't even know what that means, but it's over on the Twitch if you guys wanted to check that out. The Twitch stream, it's pretty good as we get back to this game. And the Bears booted away. All right, guys. We are underway. In the second half. Ooh, taking it all the way out to the 30. Not a good sign. Not a good sign for the Bears. Just kidding. It is a terrible sign. We just get in here. We hashtag. Oh, we got Pitt. Pitbull, Mr. Worldwide. Just kidding. Beautiful. Beauteous Maximus. All right. Ben Roethlisberger, 1st and 10, 14:54 here in the third quarter. If you were watching along with us, as Nick takes his potty break, because that's what that's how we negotiated these contracts with YouTube. Gotta allow us one potty break. Ooh, and this is not good. Good old Big Ben is getting up gingerly. He's a little frustrated there too. Oh, roughing the passer. Yeah, that would be frustrating too. Man, he did take a hit there. Guys, what was Nick talking about? Was he just motoring? Just bam, 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 talking about a lot? Oh, nah.
Oh, what's up? What's up? Somebody was engaging in nefariousness on the chat there. On the Twitch chat.
Yeah, it looked like
pranks,
maybe
little prank Sinatra.
It looked like it might have looked like
white supremacist.
Yeah, a little prank Sinatra. No, it was definitely a
nice.
male appendage.
Solid. Very solid.
Yeah, it was
Very good. Very solid.
Yeah.
Very. See.
It was a solid dick too, for sure. I don't know how you knew that. Modelo.
Oh, all right. Let's make sure we're synced back up here real quick.
Someone else.
Hey, I'll tell you what.
I'm at 14. All
right, let me.
14:05.
I'm at 14. I'm at 14. All right, where you at now?
What?
Yep.
Oh, 13:55, 54.
Look at us. We're synced up pretty well today. Obviously, knock on wood, you know, but we're synced up pretty well today, Scott. This is kind of a first.
Yeah, no, it's pretty exciting. You know? Pretty exciting. Looks like all the streaming platforms are getting their shit together.
That was a huge hit.
Big hit on.
He looks like he's gonna. He just kind of rose back up. All right, he looks okay somehow. He'll feel that one tomorrow, I would imagine, though. I cannot even imagine what you feel like the day after a game if you play running back in the NFL.
Well, let me tell you, Nick,
I cannot imagine.
It feels a little bit like rain on your wedding day.
I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it.
I probably feels a little bit similar, bro.
Guys, his demo tape is out now.
Ben.
Check him out. I don't know what that was, Big Ben, but go ahead and punt that, Steelers.
First album is the title of that. Bogart.
Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. Football gods. You know what? As we sometimes do in the second half. You know, cheers to you watching at home. You know, hopefully the kids are in bed. You're watching on Monday Night Football. Please drink responsibly. But hey,
if someone retweeted our pinned tweet, then I say this: we will. If someone who's watching on Twitter, or I guess Twitter's the only way to do it. We could do Twitch and we could do YouTube as well. But Twitter might be the only way to do this.
Wait.
What? Do I need permission to say what I'm about to say?
No.
Like, what do you think?
No. You just were like, wait, no. Like 5 times.
I mean, that's called.
And it killed me.
I gotta think through I gotta see if it's feasible to do it on.
Hey, I like it. Hey, look, we're getting another look behind the curtain.
Yeah, a little bit behind the curtain. But if you are watching on Twitter, feel free to retweet our pinned tweet.
Yep.
If you do that, you'll be entered into a contest, which we'll draw tonight, and we'll post it for a free merch item from our merch store.
Anything you want from the store. Some of that shit is the goddamn hilarious. Some of the gear.
Some of it.
Some of it's good. Some of it's. I mean, first of all, it fits great. I'm wearing some right now. Fits like a glove.
I'm not wearing anything. I just got a nice V-neck on.
It's
nice. Hopefully, it's not too deep for all of you guys.
No, I was thinking the show needed more sex appeal, to be honest. So I think, even if it is too deep, let it ride.
Not that much sex appeal, I guess.
Let it ride. Just, let it go. Let it just.
We got some people being impressed over on Twitch, they say.
Oh, thank you.
Hey. Get a Twitter account and
just Oh man, yeah, that will be that's a good deal, Scott, for those people at home. That'll be a good. I don't know why I'm saying those people at home. We're just hanging out. I'm not fucking Peyton Manning over here and Eli.
Hey, we got our guy Ryan Burr. Hang on, I can do that better. Ryan Burr.
Like Aaron Burr.
Got out. Entered. Oh, snap. Yeah, like Aaron Burr. I'm sure that's not what he was going with, but...
Hey, maybe he might be a Hamilton fan. You don't know. We're just filling these commercial breaks here, folks.
Well, actually, I don't, but maybe he's a Hamilton fan. If that's the case, hey, just letting you know, I am doing a one-man play of Hamilton. It'll probably be out circa 2023 when all the original buzzes died down, and then the buzz will build back up because my performance is going to be next level.
It feels like you're calling. you know, as someone that's known you for a long time, I think.
Yeah.
Look, I think.
I don't see how that goes poorly
I
at
agree.
all.
I couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more.
Justin Fields takes a snap, 1st and 10. Nice little handoff
There we
there.
go. If you could do one item from the merch store, which one would you pick? As of right now.
As of right now, let me.
Remember, we had to get rid of the Spider 2 Y banana
FancastTV.store. Yeah, I think it's still on there,
account of the.
we do need to take that off.
On account of the.
See the Bears one I like. Have you seen the Bears one?
I didn't look at the Bears one yet.
Okay, let me see if I can share my screen here.
Oh yeah, we might be able to get it on the yeah. All right, Justin Fields dropping back there. That's like a little 3-step drop, and I mean, that's incomplete. That wasn't even remotely gonna work. Fucking, it's wild, man.
Can you see this now?
Let me see. It's not showing up on the stream, but I can see it on my Skype. Here. Oh, that's awesome. I do like that Bears one a lot. That's pretty sick.
Oh, but you can't see it. You can't see it on the.
No, not on the stream. I can just see it on like my little window for Skype. Wow, that's a cool one.
And whatever.
That's a cool one.
Yeah, the Bear. I thought.
I like
yeah, it was kind of fun.
Check it out, guys. FancastTV.store. It's gonna be faster for you to just go. Honestly, just type it in than for me to try to pull that image. So
yeah.
Check it out.
Yeah.
The Bears. That one's dope. That's a pretty sick one.
But I'll be honest. I'm probably going. I think I'm going like Green Bay Cheese Club.
Yeah, I like that one.
Just classic crew neck sweatshirt.
I like that one. I was thinking. I was gonna say that one. I was gonna say the bolt up one. I kind of thought that one's pretty freaking awesome. And they're good this year, man. Chargers are good.
Or the Colts with the shoe. The Colts for the shoe one, I like too. So there's
we likely have your two. You know, we got probably half the teams on there at this point. So yeah.
I mean, we're building them up.
We certainly are.
All right, I need to get back focused.
All right, so the Bears are moving the ball a little bit. Like, I mean, but I don't know, man. David Montgomery feels like all they have.
Well, the run game's looking
consistently like all they have.
Well, yeah, it does.
Oh, play action there. All right, he's going deep. Look at that. He loaded up. That'll work. Oh, wow, that's a huge. Oh, they're gonna say. Don't you have to complete that to the ground even if you're out of bounds?
That's going to be a tough.
Like even if you fall out of bounds, unless they're saying he did, and then like
I think he's maybe got enough turn up field to.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yep.
Oh, but Coach T, he's out there with the flag real quick.
Okay, this is interesting. So my understanding is you have to complete it to the ground, but that would only matter if he hadn't already completed the catch technically.
Yes. So from what I'm seeing there, and guys, trust me, I'm not a financial advisor, but from what I'm seeing there, it did look like he had caught the ball, turned upfield, like didn't tuck the ball, which is fine, I guess. But but I think he might have a movement in there to be categorized as a football move.
Would they say?
But yeah, as soon as that contact happened, that ball was.
Well, how do they judge it if the ball is moving at all in his hand, but he's moving, but his progress is going forward?
I don't know, but we did have someone in the chat that said they don't think it was a catch. IK by, and they'll bet corn dogs for everyone on that.
Wow!
So hang on, by my calculations, that's 6 there. It's going to be 11 corn dogs.
That's a lot,
running, buddy.
Hey, get it? Hey, that's a lot. If that's a catch,
it is a lot.
You get ready to ship those corn dogs out.
And you know what? We want the good ones.
You son of a bitch! If you don't give us the good corn dogs, I swear to God. Oh man, yeah, that's a tough one because if he's because you're right, he's moving upfield, but not considerably. Like not enough to be like, oh, he's definitely moving up the field. Like, because what would they do if that's like, no, he's just trying to gather his footing after the catch, not that he's actually making. Because isn't it like he has to be making a football move, like going up the field? I think that's like what it is. Like he can't just be like he has to be like
Dirty Dan. Okay, why do we come on? Yeah, I know who. Nothing. We need a moderator is what we need. Oh shit!
They're firing. They're getting fired up.
I'm thinking of like the Jackie Moon corn dog.
Corn dogs.
Corn dogs, Jackie.
Oh, he is go. Oh man. Oh boy. I mean, they're gonna say that's incomplete, right? It has all the classic symptoms of being incomplete. They called it complete. On the field.
Well, just know when you're wrong. Just so you know, when you're wrong, I'm a better analysis person.
So, it was a catch.
Yep.
Corn dogs it is, then.
Yep. We don't have corn dogs. That's what I'm being told. Corn dogs, hi, K-Bye.
Get ready to ship them. Everyone start dropping your Twitter handle. Your Hogan Scott's trying to talk to people out here.
And if you also have your social, maybe you can put that in there too, or maybe you go grab mommy's credit card and
maybe access to your Bitcoin wallet would be fine.
Yeah, can we get your passphrase? Guys, these are all jokes. Do anything that we just said in the last 12 seconds as David Montgomery runs in and it's down.
Well. All right, well, for the over, I don't hate anything that's happening right now, but unfortunately for that -7, that will make things a little weird there. Nagy flexing over there. Oh, boy.
My buddy, my guy Dirty Dan and a mouthful of can, he loves a good pocket.
Hey, right in there. Hey, well, on the inside of your jacket, because it keeps it warm, suit jacket, open it up, you slide it in, you can line it so that, it soaks up any sort of corn dog residue, keeps it nice and warm, pocket corn dog. That's a pro move.
Rolls right, and he finds Cole Kmet. Oh, nope, who's that?
Oh,
Jimmy Graham. Jimmy Graham sighting?
Correctly? That is a damn shock. No way in hell. Jimmy Graham caught a football? Fucking can't believe it. If you ask me, not possible. Also got a flag on the play.
I can't believe
also,
it.
he got a flag on the play for sure.
I can.
Jimmy Graham hasn't caught a football since 2011, it feels like.
15-yard penalty, repeat second down. Going to come on.
Yeah, what?
I don't know where you can't black out to the tight end, but that's interesting. Maybe a chop block action there. Is that what they're reading?
Yeah, but I don't know. Well, somewhere on the internet, someone is going to say the refs are in a conspiracy to prevent the Bears from winning this game. Naturally. But, man, that second and goal from the 16 is not really where you ever want to be. Fields, here we go. Go get 12. He gets 1 and gets absolutely folded like a lawn chair. God. Yeah, that was, Damn, they kind of slammed the desk shut right there, you know what I'm saying? He looked like the elementary school desk. Slam him, wow. Clunk. Folded in half.
Let me throw the on right now.
Yeah, he's going to be feeling that one tomorrow. But don't worry, the NFL has plenty of shots and pills for that.
Oh, David Montgomery's going.
Oh, man, dude, he is electric, in fairness. He probably wants out of there just like Allen Robinson, right?
the field goal. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Matt,
Yeah.
get fired
Hell
up
yeah.
there,
Tell him.
Matthew. Yeah,
Tell him.
Matthew. Yeah. He, he, he should have been a touch the first
Tell
time.
him. Oh, where's the flat? Look at Fields, bro. What was that? What was that, dude? You can't. Oh my god. What a flop. What a flop. All right. Okay. Bang. Here we go. Let me go ahead and punch that in there. Oh, that's not a 5. That's a 6. All right. Oh, maybe. Oh, that really should have been a flag, to be honest. I mean, he laid there like he was dead, but that probably should be a flag.
Yeah. But you gotta earn the. No, I'm kidding. That probably should have been. But also, it probably also should have been a touchdown too, because I did not
See that either. Yeah, they did kind of. They definitely got screwed
I
there.
did not see what they were really talking about there. So
Yeah, I don't
unfortunately,
understand.
Bears got screwed out. But hey, that positive energy we were talking about earlier that we're working on for your fan base because you're trash. But
Hey,
that positive energy, let's keep going. You're
yeah,
only down by 8. That's one score,
that's
baby.
just one
That's
score.
one
That's
score.
just one.
Now the Steelers probably gonna Najee Harris, probably throw a touchdown pass to Chase Claypool. Boom, great, wonderful, and then but yeah, it's good stuff.
No doubt.
Gotta keep the faith. You gotta don't be that scumbag who wasn't believing. Okay.
See, like I said, guys, this is a life motto, really. This isn't just for Monday evening football. Come on, it's commercial right now. Look, that's a life motto. This is the guy's giving you.
Yeah, you gotta be. I don't care if you're down by 1,000 and 10 seconds left in the game. There's still a chance.
It's the truth. I mean, mathematically, no, but it's the truth. The sentiment's there.
You know, these refs just screwing.
Well, and this is once again.
Yeah.
I do. It sounds simple, like because I don't like when people categorize some of these rules, the additional rules that have been added to the NFL over the last 10 years, as like somehow the pussification of the league. I don't like that. I think it's player safety. I don't hear the players complaining about it. The game has to evolve. Sure. It's like when you make that argument, I just feel like that argument at times is like, it's like, so what do you want? Do you just want to watch
born in like the baby boomer
You just
era.
want to watch brain trauma? Like, do you like that these guys have CTE? Like, that's a very weird way to view things, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, I get off.
Like,
my God.
I mean, more power to you if you if you want to watch some CTE for real. Maybe watch. I love the UFC as much as the next guy, but I do think for the player safety's sake, it's fine. My argument though, and where I think there's a point to be made, is that I do think the addition of so many rules and trying to make things so specific has caused all of these issues with consistency. I think it's very difficult now to determine what a catch is. It's difficult to determine what roughing the passer is because you've made it so specific, and yet it hasn't helped at all.
Yeah, for sure. And I will say, I do think that was roughing the passer there.
For sure.
And so and you see, I mean, he's late to it, and it's so it's I've seen roughing the passers calls this year that are far less than that,
For sure.
Far less late. So it's that's the, and I get different crews. Oh, Ben Roethlisberger sidestepping.
Oh my God.
Big Ben.
Incredible.
Bro, look at this dude out here. Just an athlete.
Jeez, that was a freaking throw. Oh my God.
Watch him kind of try to get his old legs moving to the left here.
Yep. Looking. All right, I'm in the pocket. I've taken my 3 step.
Oh, I got in front of him.
Dude, it was
I'm surprised he threw that. Yeah, I'm surprised he threw that because it's
crazy.
He sidestepped the Bears player right there. He's like, yeah, I'm up enough.
Now,
that's fucking years of experience.
Yeah, for sure. Ooh. Nobody makes that play until you're at this point.
Yeah, for
You're not making that play. He'll make that play, and he made that play that was. Yeah, this is the only option here. Of course, this is what you would do. There,
The Mud Monster. That's what that was,
it
bro.
was, man. He barely moved. He kind of moved like he kind of like
Like
just
you get
tipped.
one hand on the Mud Monster and it just like kind of goops
Dude,
off, you know? You're like,
yeah.
oh. It's like,
he,
oh,
he is, man. He kind of starts tipping over that way, and his momentum just carries him into safety. And he just throws it, dude. Oh my god. Can you imagine the amount of just like I bet you it takes that dude an hour to get like all of his gear off after this game.
yeah, probably.
It's
I
I
mean, he
mean,
worked for
this guy's been out here forever. He looks like a statue out there when he's playing, but man, he gets it done. He still gets it done. It is wild to watch.
he does get it
Yeah, I wonder if like it's weird because it's like
done. Then invite my guy.
there's so much made of
Don't know what I mean. So
there's there's so much made of like the mobility of quarterbacks nowadays, but man, 3rd and 1 here, gotta
yeah,
have it.
it's like
Oh, that was close. Now they're gonna spot that short, but
yeah, and I mean, I would say like with the mobility of quarterbacks, that really is an interesting thing because like there's not too many quarterbacks that I see in the league that it's like, oh no, you're just not mobile enough to play this game.
like Brady
Like because they
barely moves. Like Roethlisberger barely moves, and they're fine.
yeah, but when they do need to move,
They know
they can
exactly
move enough,
where.
you know.
A lot of what you
For sure.
realize is like it really is about like you just have to see a lot of snaps because you have to see it's like you know how they talk about like professional poker players is what I feel like where they're like you got to see a lot of hands because then you've kind of seen all the
Yeah,
different combinations and like what people like it's very similar just the more snaps you can get against an NFL defense you figure out like those plays like you can just step oh yeah oh leap I mean
oh
I
my
think he got
god,
it for sure right.
his body, yeah.
Damn, that was awesome. Um, but yeah, man, it does feel like that. It feels like just the more snaps you see. Like Ben Roethlisberger's done this so much. He's coming out there. You don't even have to send the play in. Like he's looking at the defense, and it's like, all right, here's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Like he's seen every coverage. He's seen every blitz. You can't. You're not doing anything new. Like
Beautiful, beautiful. Also, guys, just a reminder, anyone watching on Twitter, if you're watching, you retweet our pinned tweet, we are giving away one item to one lucky fan from our merch store, and the odds are pretty good because there's only like 12 of you in there because we're not like superstars yet, you know.
of
So
course.
it's like, hey, get in. You'll have a fantastic story to tell of like, hey, yeah, I got in when those guys weren't superstars and they bought me this shirt. It was amazing. It was great. We appreciate them, and we appreciate you guys for helping us out. It's like
No
it's a
doubt.
win-win,
Hey, if you're in here right now, man, cheers to you. Thank you for
Hey,
hanging out.
and we know it's hard being king,
Ooh,
but you guys do it so
little
well.
jet sweep.
Chase
Bang.
Claypool. Oh, that doesn't help us for. Oh, he needs a tutty.
Yeah, if he scores on a run, it'll count.
Yep.
Not bad, not bad. Little jet sweep there. It looked like, and they'll go get another first down. Now the clock just kind of winding. Steelers are
Yeah.
trying to put one in here going into the fourth quarter. Go ahead and go up by, what would that be? Oh yeah, two scores, 2-point conversion, and then yeah. So the Bears will have a ways to go here, especially with their offense. If you can get a touchdown here, field goal certainly leaves the door open, though. To be honest.
Hey, for sure. Look at Mike Tomlin. That dude is jacked up. He's like, yeah, I'm calling the best game of my life right here. I can't stop it. I won't stop.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Mike Tomlin, man. I think any team is.
After this year, I'm going to college.
Can you imagine, dude? I mean, I feel like Mike Tomlin's the type of guy,
You know
man.
You know what's funny? He's like, I never say never,
But
but
never.
never. And literally the next year, he's like,
Gone.
he's at USC.
I don't think he.
Yeah.
I don't think he would ever, man. I think that Mike Tomlin is interesting because he feels like to me the type of guy where like you have him. I mean, I think that continuity matters. It's like when the Dallas Mavericks had Rick Carlisle for like 20 years. I think ups, downs, whatever. He's good to go. He's not ever the issue.
No,
when they have it,
and I think he's evolved game plan and stuff like that. Oh.
And he will continue to.
We needed that, Ben. We needed greatness one time for you.
That would have been a catch. That would have been a freaking catch. All right, 3rd and 8, though. 3rd and 8. He might come back to him here. He might come back to him here, and then things will get fast.
3rd and 8, still looking great. If it was 3rd and 9, we'd still be looking fine. 3rd and 10, we'd be looking like a couple cute hens, you know?
Wow. All right, this guy, Dr. Seuss over here.
Oh, that. I'm pretty sure
oh, you're right. You're right. Cause yeah, that's right. That's right. Good call. Good call. No.
We are not this.
Oh, that's not him. Damn it. Well, a touchdown.
Oh,
a touchdown we could use, but.
Oh, but a flag.
Could be Claypool.
Maybe so. Or maybe it was a little pass interference. They declined the penalty. Go for it on 4th and 8.
Pass interference, yeah. Okay. Hell yeah. What a play, dude. Wow.
Eric, guys, about my pylon camera idea back in 3rd grade.
That's right. You were
stolen from me.
A wise man back then.
Was it really stolen from you, or did they just get to it before you knew what?
If you wrote a letter in you could have wrote a letter in cursive, Virginia McCaskey. She would have brought it up at the owners' meeting. Also, I wonder how that works. I know her like son is involved, but he missed it. What a my god.
I'm sorry, guys. I'll get the next one.
All right, so what are we gonna? Let's see, 26. So we need.
Look at Ben out here just slinging this bit.
Hey, buddy, we need 15, unfortunately, for the over.
15. Okay. I mean, it's still 3rd quarter, so
it's true.
I'm not feeling like. I think if we get the Bears going in the right direction here, and maybe put one in, Justin Fields maybe runs one for like 98.
True, they will go because they're down 14. Yeah, so they won't go for. We're gonna need 3 scores, which I don't hate, because Claypool, Najee Harris, and a Bears touchdown is everything we need. 3 touchdowns here.
Yes.
Is everything we need. You get 3 touchdowns here, and we've won the whole enchilada. So, let's have a fun 4th quarter, Scott. I think, but yeah, I don't know if, like, when they have the owners' meetings, it's like Virginia McCaskey, like, I imagine, like, she's not in those meetings like that, but you do have to wonder, like, when they do the whole,
you don't think she's taking the Titanic
remember when they talk about that? Probably not. Like when they talk about like Pat McAfee talked about this on his show before, like with Jim Irsay, like before the game, a lot of times they'll have like the owners will go down on the field and they'll like meet and talk or like shake hands or whatever. It's like I imagine with her maybe they come to her box or whatever, but like you would still think they come say hi, like, and she interacts with them and stuff, like she knows them all, I'm sure, like
for sure.
Absolutely. Which is kind of cool to think about in that regard.
Yeah. That would be interesting to get like a peek behind the curtain
in that
there, how how all that
because it's like Jerry Jones is coming up and saying hi. He has to, like, that's the way it works. I think it's like you gotta, Yeah,
you gotta be cordial.
So he comes in there. He's like, hey, we're gonna try to beat you, but whatever.
We're gonna beat your ass, okay, Virginia? Just letting you know. I got
Dude,
Dak
I
Prescott.
like to think that.
Super
I like to
rush.
think she used to be
It's
wild.
gonna be a gold rush for
I
us.
like to think she used to be talking
Yeah.
shit. Like 85 Bears. She was like letting motherfuckers know. Like,
She's
you know.
yeah. she's she's seeing every she's seeing every other owner in the league, and she's just like doing the Super Bowl shuffle to them.
She's talking shit. That's what you like to say.
Can we get that? Can someone like Photoshop Virginia McCaskey's head on like every player of the Super
It
Bowl
probably
shuffle?
exists. It probably exists somewhere on the internet.
I don't know if it does. Unfortunately, that Super Bowl shuffle is a little old. You know, a little before like the content creation really
That's
started
true.
taking off. Just a tad
That's
bit,
true.
by a year or two.
That's true.
Um,
Good point. That is a good point. Dude.
but if it is not,
But yeah, I like to think,
hey,
you know,
yeah, let's.
I like to think the owners, you know, like how they do in European sports, like they gamble a little bit behind closed doors, you know. I like to think she's, you know, she's throwing 50,
David Montgomery, big run there.
50 racks on the
Big.
Bears, you know, to cover every now and then. That's wild, man. NFL owners are wild.
Yes.
Like, it's a fascinating group of people, and they are, like, a lot of them have been in it for a while. Like, this is not a new thing. A lot of those are, like, family-owned teams like the McCaskies. Like, this is, like, you know, this is no joke in the NFL. Oh, okay. All right, get a couple more yards. Why not? Let's go ahead and knock that rush yards off the parlay right now, too.
Where are we at with these rush yards? 34. We're inching closer, everyone. We're getting closer.
We get so close on the parlay.
Yeah. I mean, this parlay, it's a little bush league for my taste. But
it's 4, you know, and we could have. I mean, five could have gotten interesting. We really could have went 6 because I did right before we came on. I did talk to you about a couple other ones that I had been thinking about.
Yeah, and that's on me. I was just a little nervous about like being able to lock it in.
No, I think that was the smart. I think that was the smart move.
I was just like, and then our Skype or whatever service we used to video call, it started breaking up. So I was just like, oh,
no, you got to. I that's the right call because I had 4 originally, and then as the day went, I kind of started getting some of that. Like I could hear your voice in like the back of my head, like add more.
Like, what the fuck type of bullshit parlay?
Add more, and I was like, well, you know what we could do, but. Yeah, it was a weird day today. I feel like I don't know for you. I feel like today I was all over. I was running around. I had to take my mom to the airport and stuff, and I think like I was just running around a lot. You know, I was like felt like one of those like, you know, one of those days, man. But that's all right. You come home and watch a little Monday Night Football on a day like that. It's great. Monday evening football.
And you know the double bet that we would have added the Steelers half and the Steelers game is looking pretty good.
It is. But it won't matter if we can't get to that 40.5, which is 3 more scores. So lock in, I guess.
Yeah. We'll get there. We'll get there. Hey, do we got any Bears fans watching? Feel free to drop a bear down in the chat. And also, if we got any Steelers fans watching, hit me up with a little Steelers Nation.
Oh, the nation.
If that's your go-to. Or maybe hit me with a little terrible towel. I don't know how you would do that. You could do hashtag terrible towel or hashtag just like a yellow card thing.
They get to whipping that thing, dude. You know what I'm saying? You got that towel elbow going. You just, you know, they go. They don't mess around, man. People from Pittsburgh, man, I don't know a ton of them, but I love them. You know, there's nothing else to say. I love them. I feel like Pittsburgh people kind of remind me of Chicago people.
This dude's never met a person from Pittsburgh.
I mean, I've met people from Pittsburgh. I'm just saying I don't know a ton of people. Come on, man. I used to work with people from Pittsburgh. Down here, where I'm at, you get a lot of Pittsburgh. You get a lot of, like, East Coast people come down. Pittsburgh isn't East Coast, but it's out, like... You get a lot of them.
That's a made-up story.
That's not a made-up story, dude. When I used to work at the school, I worked with a girl from Pittsburgh. Who was actually, weirdly enough, an Eagles fan, which I thought was like probably kind of like a controversial thing, you know, like different sides of the state and all that, but you get some Pittsburgh down here. I know it's not like on the coast, but it's still, Pennsylvania. You get a lot of people from Pennsylvania down here. But not many. I probably, like, in my life, my whole life, dude, Pittsburgh is a city I probably have not met a lot of people. I probably met more people from Cincinnati than Pittsburgh in my life. I probably met more people from, like, probably somewhere even smaller than that, Like, I probably met 3 people from Pittsburgh in my whole life.
Yeah, I don't know the amount of people I've met from Pittsburgh because it's so many, obviously.
It's
No, I'm kidding. Probably only like.
But I love them, man. Pittsburgh people remind me. I feel like when you see Pittsburgh people, like they remind me of like Chicago people, like a little bit. They got like a little bit of an edge to them, but they seem pretty easy to get along with.
Ooh, to Jimmy Graham.
No way, he caught it again. Shock.
He did.
Damn, we need that right there. That's not bad at all for these bets. That's not bad at all. But yeah, man, I feel like Pittsburgh people are cool. Pat McAfee's from Pittsburgh, right? That whole crew, like, they just seem cool. Yeah, Pittsburgh people just seem kind of like I said, they seem like the type of people, that we would, seem like a lot of the type of people we grew up around, similar to people in, like, the Pittsburgh type of area.
Yeah, for sure. I actually used to bro down in Pittsburgh. Oh, okay, there we go.
Boom. All right, we did need that for sure for the over, so that's great. Ooh, gritty? Okay.
Yep.
A little gritty there? All right. See. Oh, yeah, you used to bro down a little in Pittsburgh. You used to be...
Actually, not true. Never in Pittsburgh.
No, just in and around.
And it's a great state of
Pennsylvania. Oh, it is, man. Great state, man. Love Pennsylvania. All right. 8 points away from the over.
Nope. Oh, okay. Ooh, and look at that. They're down 7, but if they go up, that doesn't help.
It does if they were to want to try to go for the win. If this stayed this way and then the Bears scored, they might try to go for the win on the road at the end of the game. So you could get an 8. That would put us over, but the problem is that wouldn't matter because you wouldn't have the Claypool TD.
Yeah.
So, truth be told, you'd love to see the Claypool TD hit here quickly, and then bang, bang, bang. Bears get the ball back. They're trying to score. They do. We're good.
Yep.
Wow.
I don't know what you're talking about. Someone said this has turned into FancastTV, and you know what? We urge you to fact check us on anything we're saying, even if it is regarding Pittsburgh and our, affiliations with the people that come from the great area of Pittsburgh. Okay. Hey, ever heard of a guy by the name of?
Why would we lie? Why would we lie about? Why would I?
Help me out here. Help me out. Tell me one of the many people you know from Pittsburgh. Help me out here.
Like Wiz Khalifa.
Oh, okay.
I don't know him. I don't understand what.
Yeah, I also. It's really.
I don't understand. No, I don't understand why people think like if I just say a name, then it'd be like, how do you know that I like it? That's not a helpful way to prove that we know people from Pittsburgh.
My point.
Yeah, like that's not gonna help, bro. Just because we say a name, it's not gonna help for you to think that we know people from Pittsburgh.
Oh, that's gonna be a flag. Got to get your head around, kid. But also great
They're
play.
Like dox everyone you know from Pittsburgh. Where are they from? That was the whole point. We don't know a lot of people from Pittsburgh. We just don't know it's not that we know no one. We just know very few people from Pittsburgh. Which I feel like is a pretty common statement. 'Cause I feel like if you take 100 people in a room and you go, hey, how many of you guys know someone from Pittsburgh? if the room was exclusive with people from not Pittsburgh, and you said, Emmett, it's not gonna be that many, man. It feels like a place where people are a little mysterious.
Yeah, for sure. Names and addresses and socials is in the chat. Dirty Dan and Mouthful of Can.
He's talking about,
That's me.
yeah. I'll tell you when you're older.
I know what he means. President of the club.
Come, yeah, yep. Things start to loosen up in the second half here, folks. And you know what?
Yeah, when you get to the fourth quarter, it's like
Yeah,
anything
there's
goes.
no children watching at this point. Look, Najee Harris, man, jeez. Najee Harris, I think, is a guy, and I think people thought this, like, with the fantasy implications, but, like, that he's going to be a guy for a while.
Yeah.
If he can stay healthy, like, he's going to be a guy for a little while. He runs the ball the way that you want your running back to run. He's moving forward all the time. That's an interesting play call there. And not bad, I guess. The Bears just, I mean, they were on it right there.
Yeah, they were.
On pace for over 1,000.
That looked like it was about to do something like a little more terrible. But he got back line of scrimmage. Hey, shout out.
Franco Harris, let's go. A little shout out right there. I feel like Najee Harris can be a guy for a while. Najee Harris will be like a fantasy football, like he'll be that type of guy, like, for a while, like.
Ooh. Not good. Are we going for it here?
Let's see, on the 4.
We had 36, 46.
I feel like he got. I feel like with the way. Oh man, you're up 7 though, and they just scored. I mean, if he's got the he's got the leg for it,
tough.
You would know, right? So, all right. 12 for 15 in his career from 50 plus. Not bad. Not bad. That's a big field goal. Come on. Bang. Yep. Nice, man. Nice. Knocks it in.
8.
Go ahead, get that Steelers -7. Now up 10. Love that. Ooh. Man. All right. Oh, good catch. Look at my man. Oh, I don't know if he caught it. Technically, the dude working for the he saw him as it came through. Nice. All right. Well, I wonder what Twitter's talking about now. I feel like Bears Twitter probably didn't get any more optimistic.
Yeah, I didn't really take a look. Bears at 13. 14, right? Bears at 14 or 13? Bears at 23.
Yeah.
Nice.
But our boy Bobby texted me about that hit. I just saw it now. That hit off field. He said if that hit happens to Rodgers, Mahomes, or Brady, that guy gets thrown out of the league. Bro, it's like one of those things though where it's like I get it. It's like it really is so inconsistent that it's kind of crazy. With Fields,
yeah, that one with the rough. Yeah. I thought the rough in the passer.
Yep. It's like
I thought he was talking about Justin Fields tried to lower his shoulder.
No.
Warren Rodgers ain't putting himself in that situation. But yeah, he is 100% accurate.
That's the one, 100%. Like, it's like, it's so inconsistent. Because he's right. Like, it's like, I don't even think they're thinking twice. I think if that's Brady back there, I think it's like, I mean, it's immediately like, not, it does feel that way. At a minimum, it feels that way. And you got to be able to eliminate that. It can't be like that. Like, it can't even feel that way to people, you know?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. The Bears, people are saying, Oh, okay. We got a hot take from Colin Cowherd. Let's read this laugh here. Fans that complain about officiating are tedious. Oh my god, this guy. All right. But Bears got hosed in all caps twice. No excuses. Refs need to be disciplined for butchering / missing easy calls. I
Yeah,
mean,
like that's just it. Just I don't like
he's not
that.
wrong.
It just seems like such an easy fix to be able to hold refs a little more accountable.
Just slightly, and if you don't want to take money out of their pot, like if that feels
Just be like,
weird,
oh,
like
you're suspended the game.
yeah, like
You
it's
can't come,
there's
or you have to go through this in this week. You have to go through and watch all these calls that were missed, and then like get them right
there's
on a
got to
test
be
or something.
something. Like they have to be able to do something.
Oh my God! And the Steelers get the ball back.
Incredible.
You don't even know because you didn't even
No,
see
I got it right here on my other. Yeah, I do have it on a very by the book in a very by the book.
Well, let's just say Bears fans did not
Dude,
get any optimistic.
was that recovered by the kicker? Incredible.
Yes.
Incredible, man. Incredible. Oh, wow. People are really going heavy into the fact that they feel like the Bears are getting robbed by the refs right now. Like as if that is why.
Well, I mean, there was a couple calls, but like that, I mean, what are you gonna complain about
Yeah,
on that?
it's oh man. Yeah, it's rough. A lot of the fixes in type of stuff and it's like I don't know, man. Have you seen your run like have you seen your defense for stretch of this game? Jesus, I can't talk. It's all good. But they get what I'm saying. I don't know that you can blame them, but the refs have been pretty awful. All right, now yeah, I mean now you're just gonna go heavy dose probably of Najee Harris. I don't know though. Roethlisberger can be a little wild sometimes.
Yeah, I think you got to be able to. I don't even know what I'm saying. Yeah. I mean, these situ. He's like, yeah, I'm feeling good. Just kicked the field goal.
Man, I'm out here.
But these situations, I think, with Ben Roethlisberger to handle it, and they're going empty back. I mean, there was a lot of time left in the game, so it's not like you need to go straight to the ground and pound.
You don't have to do anything crazy. You also don't want to get in a position like if you can eat a little clock up 10 and punt it back, it's not the end of the world. Turnover here would be a problem, Roquan Smith offsides. Wow. Really? Yeah. Roquan's solid too, man.
Must be.
He's a little bit wild, but he's solid too. And when I say wild, it seems like he likes to have fun. I'm all for go crazy Roquan, right. But he does like to party, I think.
Let me know when you get to 10:48.
All right. All right, I'm 10.
Let me know when you get after that third down play or the second.
All right, let's see. Second down. We're at 10. Yeah, 53, and then he paused because he went out of bounds. Oh, here we go. It's counting. 10:50, 10:49, 10:48. Replay's going now.
Right close.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm at 10:34.
All right, beautiful. Will. Big here for the Steelers.
Yeah, this is definitely a. Oh man, they go with that. Wow, Claypool. Dang, he got smoked there. They damn, that was sweet. They went with that. That was like the same thing they had just ran on that last third and short.
A little different, but yeah.
Similar, yeah. Similar similar type of like
End around,
sweep
yeah.
end around. There you go.
And those plays for me are the ones that I'm like, man, if that defensive line gets just a good push,
Yeah, I
that
feel
can
like
completely blow that play up.
you have
And
to.
he's like, yeah, I get he's in movement, he's moving, so it's
Right.
like he should be faster than these guys, but it don't always happen like
You
that.
have to like be committed to running that type of. Oh shit, that's sack. Yeah, that's a big play right there. Roquan Smith, right? Yeah, that's a see. When you run those sweeps and those end arounds, I feel like you have to be very committed to that being a part of your run game because you have to have on film that you'll go all types of different ways with it. That you'll fake it and hand off to the running back sometimes. That you'll go motion and then just snap and pass. You have to like show that you're gonna like run that look a lot because otherwise it just yeah you're right. Like it just feels way too easy as for the defense to be like oh here we go. All right. Bears defense is all of a sudden just showing up.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Showing up. I like that they've let them change the numbers a little bit this year, like where they can wear like different numbers and stuff. You got like dudes wearing like
Yeah, that'll be
it's kind of
interesting to
awesome.
see like throughout how that
Hmm.
like as more players come in and be like, yeah, no, seven's my favorite number, but you're
And what is it
a
next?
defensive lineman. It's like,
Is it next year they get the
yeah,
crazy throwback uniforms too? Like they can do like the. I think that's next year.
no, I thought that happened. I thought, hmm,
Oh no
I
no
thought
the
that started
helmets
this
the
year.
helmets the helmets are next year.
Yeah, because
Because remember, like
is
the
it?
Bills are gonna go back. They're gonna have that red helmet.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
That's
next year.
right.
This year, some of them
Yeah,
changed like the throwback uniforms.
yeah, that was such a goofy rule of like, oh well, you're only allowed one helmet, and you can't use another helmet with different
Yeah, it's
colors.
like you can
It's
only
like,
use the helmet, the other helmet, if it's like your throwback helmet. Oh shit! Ah, that was close.
oh,
Yeah, that
a
was a
good
stupid
effort
rule.
there.
It's like
Hey,
let them. It's like the NBA. They got jersey. Like
it,
they got 1,000
for
different
sure, and it's like
jerseys.
it's just because like this isn't the guy's normal helmet, like it's still going to protect him if it's the exact
And you're telling
same
me you
make and
can't?
model,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
air pumped up into it. Like, come on
The
now,
NFL's
like,
worth billions of dollars. Like we can't.
tell the truth. I think that was the big reason why they took it away.
Well, you know, this will happen. Yeah, unfortunately, on this situation now, as we're in the fourth here, really, really want the Steelers to get a stop, though. I don't want to be anywhere near that -7.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
Need a Steelers stop here.
But we
Or
that is good.
the Bears make a run. You know, I wouldn't hate overtime with some of these bets, but problem. Actually, no, you wouldn't want
Yeah,
overtime though, because they'd win by 6. So no, you can't have overtime. Never mind.
yeah,
You got to get a stop. You got to go Steelers win here with our particular scenario. You got to go Steelers stop. Steelers stop Najee Harris TD would be pretty solid.
Steelers stop. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Or if maybe we put in like Chase Claypool in as safety.
Bang. There we go. Get a little crazy.
He intercepts one, runs one back. But Najee Harrison at safety. He does the same thing.
This is commercial. Oh, okay. Well, financial commercial. It's like they not talking about Bitcoin though.
First and 10 for Justin Fields here as he drops back in shotgun.
And there we go.
Let's one rip right over the
Oh,
midfield.
we had him.
And can't catch it. Was it a little?
Yeah,
I mean,
that
it
was
was
a
a little
bad
high,
throw.
but
Yeah,
it felt
I
like
think that was a bad throw. I think he had him. Cause look, it's like a comeback route. I think. And then he.
yeah.
Ugh.
I mean, it's there. It just
Maybe he thought he was gonna break a little more
that's
to the inside.
the timing was perfect, but yeah, just a little off the mark.
I mean, those deep like comeback routes where it's not like a hitch, it's like you're running out and then coming back like a decent. Oh, they're deadly, man. If
Yes, let's see. Let me see what Bears Twitter is like. NFL refs manipulate the outcome of the Bears game, discussed and displayed with officiating. I don't know if manipulated. They definitely
They did.
affected the outcome of the game. Someone feels so bad about Allen Robinson going from the Jags trash can QBs playing with the Bears and their trash can QBs.
I mean, he could have demanded
Whoa!
the trade. That's a sack right there. That's a huge play. Now they got a punt. That is huge. TJ Watt, dude, he is a monster. That's exactly how his brother used to be too. Like, it's just like every play. It's just,
Huh. Yeah, Bears fans, unfortunately.
all about the refs. I think he
All
was
about
down.
Like just taking
Oh,
screen
shit.
grabs and being like,
He was.
"Oh, what?
Oh, did they just call that a touchdown? I thought he was down. Oh shit, dude, he's walking off like he definitely fumbled. No way.
Bears back in this motherfucker?" Someone says. Oh.
So it looks like it's already coming out, but I feel like he's down though.
But I feel like he trapped it though. I think like
Yeah, you gotta. Well, and it's a scoring play, right? So don't they have to review it?
yeah, yeah, it's getting reviewed.
Like I get that it slips out there, but you're right. Like he still has it.
Oh,
This is gonna be because if the, to me he's down, but when they say he's down, the Bears fans are going to go crazy, dude. Twitter is gonna be a disaster.
well, I mean, so like it's moving
Right,
there.
right.
It's moving. It's moving.
So what's the
Does
rule?
he? Is that like? Is that stuck enough between his arm? You know, like, because that's yeah. That's he. Get your fucking ass out of the way, my
What are you
guy.
doing, ref? Oh my. Just get rid of him. Just bring in the robots. Just do it.
Well, now if they call it a touchdown, I feel like you don't have enough evidence to overturn it to go the opposite way. You know.
Yeah, that's the other problem. Yeah, literally. So this will just come down to what that rule is, then, right? Essentially, right? Is like because you're right. It's like, well, not even what the rule is. This is going to be like interpretation of the rule because I'm sure the rule is like.
Oh, they said it was good.
So I guess if it's moving,
I mean, you couldn't. Yeah, I mean, I just don't think there. If that ref wasn't in the way, I think you get a better look at it than maybe. But since you can't see it.
Do? Damn,
No,
that's
but
wild. Well, now I would argue. I don't know. I think the Bears fans might need to not talk about the refs after that. Just a grit, to be honest. Wow, man, that's wild. All right, so Steelers need a touchdown here, but
Who do?
oh
Who do?
man,
Who's gonna give it to him? Najee Harris.
dude, that
That's
would be
who.
massive.
Or
That's a
you know what?
twofer.
I'd rather. Well, we
Well,
need.
Clay. Well, we already have the
Unfortunately,
over.
we need just to get a couple more.
We already have the over now.
Yeah, we need. We need Justin Fields to get more yards. So I think you either got to go Chase Claypool here, Cuddy, Najee Harris, or
That's it. Cause either way,
to
cause then the Bears will get the ball back, and Fields can definitely run for those yards. Claypool or Harris,
for sure.
Claypool or Harris, and we
And
could win
especially
two of these three with either of them scoring. We can win two of these three bets. The parlay, dude, would be crazy though.
there was someone that was saying there was some rough bias on another network that they were watching. Couldn't be us.
Couldn't be. Couldn't be. See, all we know is bias over here at Fancast TV.
Yeah.
That's all we know. Wow, this is interesting. But yeah, either of them scoring here would be good. Tomorrow night,
We're just reading the comments off of Twitter. I think we're
dude,
biased.
tomorrow night, opening night college basketball, man. That's pretty sick. And with
Okay. Who
with fans back.
who do we expect?
So
That's the game changer. Who do we expect in it all this
So I
year?
was talking
Nick?
about this today. I said older teams will do real well at home this year, I think, with all those fans back. Think about how many kids played last year. Like their first game experience. They might have been on the team as a freshman or sophomore, but didn't really play, let alone the guys who have never played in college yet, let alone the guys who were freshmen last year. The amount of guys in college basketball with the way that sport works that are about to play in front of fans for the first time ever, and then the amount of guys that are going to play in front of fans for the first time in years, very interesting. But I don't know, man. It's tough.
Michigan State or no chance?
I like this year. It's tough, man. I mean, all right. I'm a U of I fan. I like U of I still a lot, a lot, a lot. I think that the team they have this
Yeah.
year is very interesting. It's a little different than last year, but I like them a lot. They're like top. They're like a top 20 team to start the year.
Did they return
They return
or
Coburn,
did he
yeah,
go to
and
leave?
then they have a very good point guard that I think people are gonna get very familiar with, Andre Curbelo. He was kind of behind the guys they had last year. You have a transfer go, and then Io goes to the Bulls. He's gonna play a lot. He's very good.
Yeah.
I like them a lot, to be honest. But we'll see, man. Gonzaga will be there.
Whoop, whoop.
I think Gonzaga will be
Yeah.
there. I think, and then you always have to wonder. I'll tell you the storyline
Yeah,
I'm most
Gonzaga-
excited about though this year, to be honest. And it's not even because I like the guy or like any like I'm like, oh my god, this is great. It's Coach K's last year. I think that is a huge storyline this year in college basketball. I think Coach K's last year is very interesting because they have a good team and ACC's tough, so we'll see. But they have a damn good team. His last year, I think that's kind of an awesome situation. I think they'll be good.
And if it's a good storyline, it's probably going to end up.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing, right? A lot of sports are a lot of narratives, right? You gotta have a narrative about your team, man, if you want to have any success in sports. Just the reality. You gotta have an identity. There's got to be a narrative.
For sure. Identity. There's
Well,
that word again.
I'm excited.
Got to
man.
have an identity. Bears fans. What's your team's identity?
Yeah. Spot on, man. You need something.
As Ben Roethlisberger takes the snap, 2nd and 6. Not much there. Not much there.
Well, all right. This is something. Here's the thing, though. If we are going to be fair to Fields, primetime game. Opportunity to make some of your, make a little bit of a name for yourself. It's trying to lead them back here. I mean, it's against a guy who will be a first ballot Hall of Famer in Ben Roethlisberger.
Yep.
Maybe not a first ballot Hall of Fame human, but certainly a first ballot Hall of Fame NFL player.
He's fixing that though. There's still
Is.
time. His human career is a lot longer than his NFL career.
That is true.
Hopefully.
I think.
Yeah, but he's made some mistakes, no doubt.
For sure.
Out of my drink.
See, I'm starting to I'm getting to the bottom of here too.
My coffee, Coffee. Ooh. Someone put rapist.
I mean, alleged, first of all, but yes, alleged. Okay. Certainly, that's my point. I think there might even be some police reports you can read somewhere that might show why he is far away from a first class or first ballot Hall of Fame human. But once again, he's apparently according to him, a changed man. I highly doubt it. But hey, his daughter's got flashcards, so ESPN feels the need to show that so we can all feel better about what a terrible person Ben Roethlisberger is. See, these are things that I don't like. Like, ESPN, what are you doing, man? I get it's a cool anecdote, but, like, this guy is has allegedly done some terrible things, like...
like that? Ass
yes,
right there.
I mean, they're going to say that was an incomplete pass, right? But, oh my God. That was awful. Oh man, yeah, just like stayed in his hand.
Yeah.
It just stayed in his hand for way too long.
The nice thing about that was no intentional grounding. He was in the same area as
Ben Roethlisberger, let's see.
Oh, stepping up in the pocket.
Man, just to get eat. Oh my God, was that a? Okay, all right. So not a big fan of. Okay, it's a wild sack celebration, my guy.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you got to respect it a little bit.
Never in my life. That was kind of wild.
But also,
you know what?
That's the one you seem like you tear like your ACL.
Seem like the way to go. To me, because it's like.
Imagine if there's someone else. He almost.
Yeah, what's he doing there? What's he doing? Oh my God, that was awful. Look at him.
Big Ben. Just like.
What's he doing? Oh my God, he's looking at the. Oh man, you gotta act like you've been there before, bro.
You're supposed to be out there on the team.
Again, you gotta act like you've been there before, bro. Again. Yep. You gotta act like you've been there before.
And that's a first down.
I mean, this is what you get. This is his 8th season. Oh yeah, because he's like looking at their sideline and like still, it's like
staring.
You should.
The refs, Nick.
You should get cursed out by your coach.
No, it's like you guys are playing undisciplined football. 100%. Like you're in this game,
and
despite like a lot of things not going your way, and rightfully so, like penalties that should have been called. But
Oh, you might
gosh
have just lost the
darn.
game there, realistically. Like, that's very possible that you just lost the game. And, like, you can't look shocked. You can't be all set. Like, this is the problem. Like, right there, it's like, that's why we've never heard of you, but you've been in the league 8 years. It, like, you just can't do it there. Like, that's just, you should get cursed out. These are grown adults.
Refs for
Like,
Bears.
these,
That call on the Bears because taunting my ass. I have no opinion on the Steelers Bears game, but the refs were
oh my
horrendous for
gosh.
screwing the
But
Bears.
why even put them in that situation when they're clearly emphasizing taunting? Like, to me, it's like, dude, you're playing with these are grown adults.
Oh,
Like, all
for
those coaches, all those guys on the team, like, they're like, some of these guys are trying to stay in this league. Like, they're trying to feed their family. Some of them probably like living in Chicago. Like,
yeah. Like first of all, the taunting penalty should have been called on that
that was,
fucking
yeah,
high
that was
kick.
egregious.
So
This flexibility alone is worth the penalty.
can't go low. Throw the
Can't go low,
flag.
dude. You can't go
Oh
low
my
because see, that's how you get folded. That's how you get those injuries, man. That's what, and everyone knows that.
And this is and this is like definitely like I know Bears fans are upset and they think we're just shitting.
But
on
it's
them.
like, dude, everyone knows that you can't
Probably
go
are.
low right there.
Because, penalties decline. Is that a hold penalty? Oh, maybe it was a hold. Okay.
Oh, because
So it was a hold.
he got blocked into it. Okay. That makes sense.
He got pushed. We were
That makes
wrong.
sense.
We were wrong.
Addy,
We were wrong.
yes. That guy.
That
is
guy's an idiot.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. That guy's an idiot, man. Like, that guy can't have it. He can't have it.
No, you really.
Dude, you're in your 8th season, and I'm telling you, no one's heard of that guy.
Ooh.
No, I mean, maybe they've heard of him, but like, I mean, you can't have it. They keep showing it. It's like, yeah, it wasn't great.
Oh.
I mean, maybe penalties.
Well, and so.
And they
maybe
bumped into the
because of
ref too. I mean, you're just doing everything wrong there, though, man. You're you're questionably taunting, and then your plan was to go run into the ref. Look at him, and now he needs a pep talk from everyone on Earth. Like, it's just, you can't have it.
So this is definitely this is like these are the things that.
Yeah, it's like you can't. Yes.
It's like you have an
Yep.
undisciplined team.
You think anyone on the Patriots is doing that?
You know, it's not just Justin Fields. It's like if these things, if you're not getting penalties called in, you could say it's the refs, whatever. You could say it's the bullshit rules, but like, you know what they are.
No one on the Patriots is doing that.
For sure.
No one on the Patriots. No one on that. Damn, dude, this spread. Come on. Brutal. No one on the Patriots is doing it. No one on the.
It's looking so.
There's no one on the Steelers is doing it. Like, think about it. That's the reason the Steelers were, Mason Rudolph's the one that almost got his head bashed in. That wasn't, that happened to the Steelers. Like, you don't see these organizations doing stuff like that.
Bears have outplayed the Steelers, but we can't beat them and the refs. No, let's go win this game and tell the NFL refs to fuck themselves. Nah, I don't know if you necessarily have been outplaying the Steelers. Shot yourself in the foot a lot of times. But, I'm just going to be the first to say it that these Bears, man, these Bears, not good.
It's brutal. And then it's 3 points, Damn. I mean, you just can't have it. But
Ooh, and number 15 almost took out Justin Fields.
How are you?
Maybe they want to throw a penalty on Justin Fields because
Justin Fields maybe stand not there. Like, how does that? Like, I am sure that's a conversation in the NFL, like a lot. Like, hey, if you're the quarterback, like, you don't want anything crazy to happen. Just you always wait to, that has to be, like. There's some guys that have been coaching in this league for so long, like, that they're telling you, like, hey, man, I saw it. 18 years ago, I was coaching down in Tennessee, and all of a sudden we're playing again like that. Just everything the Bears do just seems like what? Why? But you're right. You use that word undisciplined, and it's like that is how it feels a lot of the time.
Playing with a little bit of tempo here.
Veteran move right there. You see him going tempo. My damn leg.
My shoe's a little loose.
And now he's got to do this whole song and dance. Then he has to sit out a play, and then he's back on the field. Beautiful.
It's just something I tweaked it. I tweaked it.
Veteran move.
Tweaked it.
Now you got to kind of limp off. You got to make it look like just, you know how it gets.
It's like, yeah. Yeah, Cameron Haywood. Yeah. Nice play.
Slow him down. Don't let him get that tempo.
Yeah.
Then that trade-off is they get that time to kind of regroup. But, hell yeah. That's a veteran move right there. He'll be right back in. Fields. Oh, wow.
Justin Fields going for...
Oh, wow. He might have him. If you're going to take a shot, that was definitely the one.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he had guys, Ooh.
Yeah, dude.
Let him go.
And Mooney's a burner, too. He just overthrew him.
Fast.
Quite a few overthrows, actually, from Fields tonight, it feels like.
Man, way to lay out, though. You don't see too many guys, like...
It's a hard catch. That's a hard catch. Like, the guys that get it done, man, it's like, jeez, man, hat off to you. That's a freaking brutal catch. Oh, get the... Yes, yards.
4 yards. So I think
39 and a half.
Oh, what's 30? 30 and a
half.
half.
39 and a half.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I said 49 and a half for the over, which is wrong.
Which is not...
But
hey, look, not impossible.
Okay, so...
Not impossible.
All right. We need them to score, miss the field goal. Ben Roethlisberger, 2-minute drill. Chase Claypool.
That's it. Yeah, that's all it takes. That's all it takes. Crazier things have happened. Because he got some extra pressure on that extra point if they do score the touchdown. That's to win the game.
For sure.
Well, we've already seen an extra point missed, which is what's so frustrating.
Yeah, I've seen a couple.
If the Steelers had made that one, that would be a 7-point game.
7. Maybe push, maybe.
Fields is willing to throw it deep. So you can't really blitz him. Is the interesting part.
Nah.
So you go rush 4 there, and I mean he's just gonna get the yards we need. Thank God. All right.
Yep. So we're a little closer.
2-minute warning. Here's the question though: if they do score and they score too fast, we won't hit that -7, but the parlay will still be alive then. That's the crazy part, too.
Yeah, it will. It will. But I don't think they're going to score too fast. If they score at all.
No, definitely. If they score at all is definitely the part. Gosh, if you're a Bears fan. But here's these moments, man. These are the moments, right? Prime time against a serious team. What is that?
Yeah, man. What dreams are made of.
Because think about it, like, your prime time, right? This is a lot of people are watching right now, prime time, and you're playing the Steelers. You're not playing some like bullshit team. If you can come out and win here this 2-minute, run this 2-minute drill and win the game, like that goes a long way for Fields, man. People in Chicago be very And look, man, maybe he's starting to figure it out. It very
for
well can
sure.
be the case.
It does look like Odell is wanting to sign with the Saints, 49ers, or Seahawks. And I did see a little something about
What?
OBJ saying he did want to go to a contender, and if someone who wasn't a contender
Do
got him, it would maybe potentially be problematic.
I don't Saints looked good until Jameis got hurt. I do think that's interesting, but to consider anyone on that list a contender this year makes no sense to me. Seahawks are interesting. Seahawks.
Um, the 49ers would be the only one which is like oddly enough out of those three, they're 3-5,
Seahawks,
not
if
great.
Russell Wilson can come back,
I think he was getting his pin pulled today.
so he'll
The
probably
video that
play.
he
So he'll
released.
probably play against. Well, he could play against the Packers, right? This week coming up.
Yeah, I think he's
And
probably going to.
if he doesn't, OBJ, if they trade him now, he probably maybe he doesn't play this weekend anyway. But they're the only one.
3rd and 2,
Ooh,
going
here we
for it
go.
all.
Oh wow! Oh wow! What a throw! Oh my god! So they are going to score too quick.
Hmm.
He stepped out too. Yeah, so they are going to score. What a throw!
Interesting. Yeah. Well, Saints are 5-3, so I mean, I get that makes sense. But yeah, without
It seems like a little bit much to ask, and you're in like NFC. The NFC is tough this year too. That's why it's weird that he wants to go to all NFC teams too. You know.
yeah,
But I guess I don't know. Seattle to me makes some sense. In general.
yeah.
But I would have thought that list would be a little different.
That is
Oh, he stepped out. Okay,
okay.
and that's why they were there. Touchdown. Damn, man. Wow. Wow, this gets very interesting. This gets very interesting. What a catch. Boom. Boom. Touchdown. That's a great play, man. Fields, look at that. He might be figuring out on the road Monday Night Football. Hey. All right. This might have
He
been who
called
they
it.
thought. He might be who they thought he was. Look out. Let's see. This is a huge extra point. What are you doing? Like, you have a timeout and Ben Roethlisberger, and all you have to do is get in field goal range. Like, it's no different. Like, what are you doing?
Let's see what good old Ben's got dialed up. Gotta make this field goal though.
Mm-hmm. So I wonder if, oh man. I mean, he only needs to get in field goal range. That dude drilled one from 55 earlier. Like, he's a lot of pressure, though, on this kick. There we go. Squeaks it in. All right. Interesting. Look at that, man. Bears. Look out. Look out. The Bears.
Russell was clear. Russell was clear today
Okay.
for
So I'll probably play against So him and Rodgers come back in the same week will be interesting. That'll be a big storyline. And I think their game of the week, I think they're 4:30. My time.
Yeah, I don't think we want OBJ
No, I don't
either
think
for
so.
the Packers. Interesting to turn him into a defensive back. Um, Yeah, I don't think
I
the
don't
Packers
think.
need
I
him,
don't
but
think.
I mean,
I think it would make things
it,
a little messy right now.
for sure. For
All right, Fields. Hey, look. Regardless whether they win or not, I mean that's a big. That's big for him. That's big for the Bears and all that.
oh, sure. Still fire
Oh,
Nagy
you
though.
got
I
to.
think
You got to. You got to.
sentiment,
Because
but
you're going to play a lot of games the rest of the way this year, and I don't know that you're going to have the same situation. But hey, man, we're probably partway through the year. Never know.
146 left. Just got to get into field goal range.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing, and like this is also this guy. Jeez, man. You mean to tell me the Steelers at home have won 214 games and never lost after leading by 14 plus in the fourth quarter?
We're like, yeah, we'll take a tie. We don't mind.
This is
We don't mind
insane.
a tie. But we.
And if they kick a field goal, that will stand still. Like that result will still stand. That's insanity. I cannot believe that stat. Like,
Yeah,
how is
that
no
is a
one up?
wild
They've
stat.
won 214 games and never lost up by 2 touchdowns at home. That's insane.
Yes.
That's like
Yes.
15 years of
Very
games.
good.
And I'm sure that
Bears defense are going to have to make a big play
yeah,
here to
because I'm
get
sure they've
stopped.
been in this situation before where they do start up 14, they get down, and then he comes back and does what he does.
For sure.
Because with these guys like him, man, they've seen it all. Like he just knows right now, like, okay, I'm gonna go here or
Oh,
here, and that's it. First and 10. Otherwise, I can just throw it out of bounds. It's fine.
like as a Steelers fan or like a Tom Brady
You feel
fan
pretty
or an
comfortable
Aaron
right now,
Rodgers
to be
fan, it's
honest.
like you're in these situations. It's like you got no, like you might be nervous, but it's like very very confident.
Yeah, for sure. Like right now, he's like already thinking he's like whatever this penalty is doesn't matter. Let's just like
He's like, no, I wasn't. I wasn't in it.
uh, well, it appears you were, my friend.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, he definitely is. Look at him. His helmet and his shoulder
Yeah,
pads are
yeah.
over the line. It's tough though, cause like they're seeing all those nuances. I'm sure Roethlisberger gets that line. He'll notice if you're off, like, or if you're too far back, like you tried to play it safe. Flag on the play.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna
Yeah, were
be
they
that flag
practice?
came. Yeah, and
It was
it's
early.
on. It's good
Early.
right at the
Like
line
right
too.
as
Yeah,
it's
that's gonna be. There's no way it's a hold, right? So, offsides.
no,
I didn't really see it though. Oh yeah, no shit. Nagy, dude, this is your defense right now. Back-to-back offsides calls. Down to oh my god. So we hit the
it's
parlay
offside.
if Claypool scores.
Correct. Correct.
Interesting. They're already at the 30. I mean, with a minute. I mean, this is just going to be. They're not going to do anything risky at all. They have a timeout. I mean, this is just going to be it. It's going to be a lot of that. Bears took a timeout, I guess.
What?
Oh, no flag. Oh, shit.
Another
False start, maybe.
I mean, yeah.
False
There was a
start.
guy
Yeah, you
coming in
can't
quick.
have that there, though. Damn. Things get a little interesting. So that would back them up. So that'll put them like. What's that? 5 yards? So they'd be like the 37 ish.
Yeah, Nick, we got a person in the chat here that's saying they want the Steelers to lose, even though they have them in their pick'em league. Said Super Bowl 40 was
Bears.
enough from them. Said
There we go.
bug them. more or less words. My words.
There we go. Look at that. All right, so in field goal range, but barely. But he did hit that one from 50 something earlier. Oh, that's huge. That's huge. What
Nice
a
little
throw.
Yeah.
I mean, not really. It wasn't. He's probably trying to keep it there.
Maybe Najee Harris bust one off Buddy.
No, they're not going to give him the ball, unfortunately. The Claypool, I'll take.
No, they'll run him.
Oh, that's
he
true.
was off. He was.
That's true. They could run him
and
then call the timeout and kick the field goal.
For sure. But I think Ben Roethlisberger just got 12 men on the field.
Yeah, he definitely did. That's what it is. You're right. That's what him, Brady, Rodgers, they've seen it all under 2 minutes. They just have, undisciplined, right? That's the word.
Oh, there is a foul on the play.
It must have been close, right?
It was the 11th player running off the field.
Oh, nice. Nice.
I guess.
They're just going to play with that. Undisciplined. That's the word. I really think it is, man, because it's weird. It's like, how do you... A lot of stuff has gone in that direction this game. Yeah,
this
for
game
them. It's just very, It's like they don't know what they should be doing right now. 3rd and 2, but, I mean, you're in, Oh, no way, dude! No way did they just run a read option with Ben Roethlisberger.
What won't they expect? I think I can get a couple yards.
That was insane. I mean, he's...
Putting his shoulder down. Digging for them yards.
I don't... it looks like that knee comes down.
Yeah, I mean it's
at
like
this point, how much closer?
It depends.
I get that you'd want to kill more time and then call the timeout, though. But oh man, nope. Damn. All right, kick that field goal.
Couple twists of the chain links.
Kick that field goal.
Helped out the Bears.
If you're the Bears, you use this timeout, right?
Oof. I mean, why not? Well, do you?
See, I don't like it. Really, to be honest, I think he's thinking you might use it, but I don't really think you need to. But I think if you're gonna, I
would just let him kick it, because if he makes it, great. We have a timeout
that's true. That's
to get us down the field.
That's a good point. Yeah, because he's very close. Yeah, that's a good point. If this was a 50-yarder.
But knowing Nagy, he's gonna light this ref up.
If this was a
50-yarder,
maybe that's a good point. Nah, you're right.
They did spend their life.
Oh, they did. Okay. All right. That's kind of weird, right? Because, well, if he misses, you win. So okay, I guess you're playing that this is the play of the game, right? Rather than save it, I guess. Is the idea, because if he hits it and you saved that timeout and then you lose anyway, I don't know. I probably would save it. I don't know that it matters. I don't know that it matters to use it.
What he just did there doesn't help anyone.
Yeah, I don't know that matters a lot, right? On a 40-yarder, just let him, because you didn't call it right now. You already called it. Oh, he hit that. Yeah. Bang. Bang.
A lot of people saying, it'd be real nice to have a timeout right now. Why would he use a timeout right there? Nagy's an absolute idiot. Common consensus.
Yeah, there's really no reason, man, because now you can win with a field goal. Why? Yeah, you're right.
For sure.
Why would you use that? That's a good point. I feel like, oh my God, you're right. I don't even know why, oh, dude, you're right. You're right. Why would you use it? Because it wasn't... And if you're going to use it, why would you use it like that? Why wouldn't you wait till he got set, took his 3 steps back, and then hit it as he's backing up? who's telling him like who does he have around him that isn't going wait. You have to be a dick. You don't have to tell him no. You're like just tell him like okay, hold on though. If we use it, then we can't use it now. Oh, dude, that's brutal. Because now you have no timeouts. 26 seconds. Come on.
Yeah, that time, man. Oh, way to waste the timeout.
Dude, he's going to get killed. That'll be the first question they ask him. That's tough.
Bears fans are fucking pissed.
I mean, you gotta be. Yeah, I don't know why I'd use it. I almost felt foolish when I asked, like, would you use it? And I was like, no. You were like, no, because you'll need... That's terrible. How did you and I in real time have that conversation and they didn't? That's like, think about it. That's crazy, man. What are they thinking? That's rough. That's rough.
Shit. Yeah, that sucks. Let's see if the kid can do it, though.
It'd be fucking crazy.
I mean, they just got to get to field position.
That's
off
true.
The flag. They just got to get to field goal.
That's a good point. I mean, they do.
See, then we'll see another double doink, and
God, man, that timeout. Well, the other thing about the timeout is like it helps because that'll help them. It helps because like the defense can't. Because if you have that timeout, you can throw stuff over the middle, and they have to account for that.
Oh, yeah. Like it's tough to do that with 30 seconds left if you're not going to be able to.
Yeah, like 16. So you got what 16 seconds left now. So like, you can't leave the middle of the field open, but you can damn near. You can leave the middle of the field open like unless it's deep.
Okay, but we can't just be playing that far off the ball, Steelers. Come on now.
11. All right, so 2 plays at best, right? In this setting. But nothing can go over the middle of the field. Well, yeah, no, you can't because you won't have time to get up. If you throw a pass over the middle of the field in field goal range, you're not going to have time to spike it. Because think about where field goal range is from where they're at.
You might. Everyone would have to be busting ass up there. But it still might not be enough.
So you're going to go... Yeah, that's not it.
Does Justin Fields have a Aaron Rodgers Hail Mary in him?
I mean, now is the time. If anyone was ever gonna. Okay, that conversation's not going to be productive. They're like, look at Nagy talking to this other... It's like, I don't know, man. This is just Hail Mary. There's no option right here. Like, I hate to say it, but, like, you can't... There's no option. Like, it... I understand that 5 seconds feels tempting, because you can see where that range is. But...
Well, I mean, if you can get... You
but
can
it's
get
gotta be an out.
Right there. But
anything
it's like...
over the middle of the field won't matter.
Yeah.
It's got to be to the boundary.
Oh. Okay, looks like we're
going
to a Hail Mary situation.
He tried to go... Okay, all right. Okay. Wow. And see, that was 3 seconds. I mean, if he had caught that, that wasn't... That you wouldn't have time.
It would have been...
You wouldn't have time for... I mean... Yeah, I don't... Yeah, you wouldn't have time. All right. Well, hey, once again, though, prime time. I mean...
They have their kick
no way, bro. How far is this kick?
How long this is? 65
Holy
yards.
Shit.
I mean, that is probably the best option.
Yeah, from here. I mean, because Justin Tucker was like 65-ish, right? Oh, no way. Does it have it? Oh my
No,
god, dude! Off the crossbar? No
it looked like it.
way.
Yeah. I mean, that's
That's your best option. I mean, he had the
it's
leg.
probably better than it's probably
Yeah, I
better
mean,
than
he had, like,
yeah.
he clearly has the
I
leg
mean,
if he missed it by that. I mean,
or 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 he has the leg if
oh,
they
he
have
easily
one
has the leg if they have
timeout.
one timeout because he
Fire
could have
that.
ran a play over the middle of the field anywhere there.
Yeah.
I, I mean, oh my god, like that is wild. All right, let's see it. Off the crossbar, dude. So he had it. I mean, he's got the leg. Like, maybe not.
Did it hit the
Oh
crossbar?
no!
Didn't even
Oh, he
look.
wasn't even close.
No, that
Okay.
was short
Why
by.
did I think it hit the crossbar? Oh, he wasn't even close.
Okay.
Shit, dude, he doesn't. Oh,
All
never
right.
mind.
Maybe
So he
we.
didn't. So
It
why
did
did you
look like.
send him out there if he? That was like 10 yards short. I thought it hit
Yeah,
the
but I mean,
crossbar the way that it like.
I'm. Yeah. It the way it looked, the way it came down. But I mean, I think you have a guy that he probably can hit a 65-yard
Yeah.
ball.
I
You
mean, you
know,
need the time. You need the time out there.
just not.
That's. I mean, so do you fire
Yeah.
Nagy now?
You need to time out. Yeah, I'll fire him right now before it's
I mean,
done.
you really should. If you're gonna get rid of him now, might just be the time because at least then. I mean, at least then, like it's just like, look, the kid's gonna play the rest of the year, and I don't give a shit. Like, and it is just is what it is. The division's out. You're not winning the division. You know, like it's not happening. The NFC is very deep this year. It's over. You're
Yeah.
not making the playoffs. It's done. I think now, like, you can him
No.
now, and at least you get to be the first team looking for a coach when the offseason, like, you've been looking from since Thanksgiving.
Yes.
That's crazy, man.
Yep.
Well, all right, guys.
Well, what a game. We didn't hit any of our bets, and you know what? I'm taking back over the parlay next week, so you can tune in to see what we got cooking, and I imagine it's going to be
That
a
shit was
good
crazy.
one. But, hey, until next time.
Adios.